Fuck that.
Oh. You gonna cry in the car.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. Yeah, we Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's a pep, these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Fetty Wap's and fine to these Urkels that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Come in and tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People wanna see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders, trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My grind repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow, who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Face. Yeah. Bubba C. Yeah. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing on them. Ric Flairing, son up, baby.
Hey, yo, Shotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's backpack, capital one. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeants are with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he offered the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walking, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
I heard you was looking for me. I couldn't get on this thing fast enough. Listen, I know y'all was looking for me. I know y'all was for me. I know. Listen, I know. Listen, I'm here. And I'm for the smoke. I'm here. I'm ready for the smoke. Listen, everyone falls in love sometimes. Listen, you're about to know. I don't know about you, but it ain't a crime. You're about to know. Everyone. That's all I did. I just fell in love with the wrong team this weekend. That's all I did. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. It's okay. I'm good. Listen, I'm here. I'm not on suicide watch. Unlike these other channels that don't show their face, I be in here. Okay. It's nothing. Okay. So listen, I'm not even going really. This is a JSU show. All right. I don't even know who Jackson State was playing. Okay. I don't even know who Jackson State was playing. I really don't. We're not even going to discuss that team. They going to get what they deserve on Monday. I'm going to dedicate a whole show to them on Monday. But today is your day. All the Jackson State fans that was hiding in between the couch seats where the coins and the pennies lay, y'all can come out. I'll take all callers. I'm not running from nothing, but best believe you will get my opinion. Okay. Okay. You get my opinion. So, all right. Listen, if you are a member, make sure you put your number in the chat. You'll skip everybody. All right. I'm telling you that now. Make sure you put your number in the chat, your last four. All right. If you're a member, put your last four in the chat. And you're skipping everybody. Lottie-dottie. The least I can do is have my members, okay, who've been rocking with me before this happened, okay? At least y'all was here before all the riffraff, all right? You know, when you become cool, people try to jump on the wave, okay? I'm respecting the members that been here first. I'm gonna do that. Hey, caller, you loud, talk to me.
Hold on, let me turn it down. Can you hear me clear?
Yeah, I can hear you clear. What's up?
Can you hear me? My man, bro. First of all, it was good meeting you.
No problem.
And man, you look taller than what I thought you was.
Hey, yeah, don't doubt my height.
Man, I want to say. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
I'm here.
Okay, yeah, man. I just wanted to say, bro, man, that game was epic. And I'm not going to just talk about Alabama A&M that way. But I just knew it, man. I just knew JSU was going to come with another look, man. And dang, it just blew my score off the box. I said 28-17. I'm like, well, they score was close enough, but I didn't expect this type of massacre. But I knew their defense was going to come to play, and I knew the offense was going to do a little bit better. But that defense shut the whole run game down. It had no choice but to go to the air. That running back, whatever his name was, Qualls, Coyote, whatever his name is, the running back, he couldn't get nothing on the ground. And I just want to say shout out to the JSU Tigers for doing their thing. I know you got a lot of callers. Man, I'm sitting in my SUV celebrating. I've been chilling with the team over here. I got picks. They finally left out. And, man, it was just a beautiful thing to come here. Thanks to you for even saying something, because I may not even came if you didn't say nothing on your channel, man.
No problem.
So, again, we'll meet up. I'm thinking about going down to JSU homecoming game. And I want to say, go JSU.
Do your thing, my guy. Appreciate the call.
On the day. I holla.
All right, peace. What's good, Ryan? You loud, talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, what's up, man?
What's goody? What's goody?
Hey, look, man. Hey, look. So, dude, my hot take went straight, right?
I don't write down hot takes. That's the only thing I don't do. I just let people say it, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's on wax. I mean, you know, I just don't write it down.
I say less. Say less. But look though, man, like I told you, man, this defense real. You will say that now.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Jackson State, their DBs aren't that good, but their front seven is legit.
The DBs ain't that. You still hold us all on the DBs. Come on.
No,
man.
I mean,
some credit too.
no,
give a little bit of credit.
No, like they got worked by if the only reason this is the thing how it works, right? The wide receivers for Alabama A&M are all legit. They're all, I mean, that's probably the most penalties I've seen on the secondary in the season. They were calling in holding, pass interference. Abdul was working them. Hilaire went over 100 yards. Like, the wide receivers are legit for Alabama A&M. That front seven is just unreal, bro. You cannot block those boys. Like, if you can't block them boys, you have no chance.
Okay. So hold on. Okay, got it. So now can we say, because I watched the game, so now I've seen a couple of times he got pressure with 3 and 4 men. Did you see that too?
Negative.
Oh, wow. Boy, you tripping. Go back and watch the tape. Matter of fact, they got pressure with 3 men with the backups in.
Okay.
Go back and watch the tape.
I mean, I was on the field. It's hard to see that kind of angle on the field. I was on the field, so it's hard to see that.
Okay, but go back and watch the tape. I'm going to call back later on in the week, and we'll have this conversation. But they got pressure with their backups with 3 men rushing.
Okay. I'll go back and look.
Okay, but man, I ain't gonna count. We just got it, man. Look, I ain't even gonna hold you to that. Like I say, Alabama won a bad pick, man. But I've been telling everybody Jackson State defense real, man. And but I ain't expect this today. I really didn't even expect this, man. But what can we get Shedeur some credit too? Let's give him some credit too.
If that's what you want to do, give him credit.
Scotty, I'm asking you. We having a conversation. Can we give him credit?
I'm not giving him credit. You could give him credit. I'm not giving him any credit.
Oh, Scotty, look, man, look. Come on, man.
Listen, it's your show. Listen, this is your time, your moment to shine. If you ask me a question, I'm still going to answer it, but this is your time to gloat. Okay, it's not your time. You don't want trust me, you don't want my opinion. So that's what I'm saying. Just go ahead and gloat, my guy.
Scotty, I'm not a gloater. I'm not a gloater, man. Like I said, I just like to because I respect your football acumen. And, you know, I like to hear what you have to say for real. If you really want to hear my football acumen when it comes to Shedeur, the MVP for this game is TC Taylor. And if you go back and watch my TC Taylor thoughts, everything he did today is everything I said he needed to do. He went up tempo. He kept the route short. He had jet sweeps. He had motions. Literally everything I showed you clips of that's his style of offense worked. He was the MVP for he was awesome. Scotty, you know what, Scotty, can I give you some flowers? You're absolutely right, because you know what also you did in your little film breakdown earlier today? You showed a set where TC Taylor with North Carolina Central had like 2, 2, and 2, and it was like 1, 2, 1 man, 2 men on the line and on the receiver behind him. It was like a 2x2 formation with the receiver. You remember that formation you put up?
Yeah. The crazy one.
They ran that a couple times.
They ran that? I saw it. They had a tight end in the front, and Lanier was behind them. Yeah.
And Scotty, you pointed that out. You was right.
I appreciate it.
I agree with you, TC Taylor, man. I love this dude. And guess what else they did today? They threw the ball down the field.
They did. And they ran it really well. They ran it really, really well.
They did.
You know what I'm saying? So
man.
Listen, man.
Like I'm not here to clown you.
No, listen. I'm telling you right now. You bet. Listen, I feel like Dion right now. You better get it now, because if it was the other way around, I wouldn't let it. I would shoot every bullet.
Right. But I'm not here to do that. Like I said, I listen to you because I like how your football acumen. And like I said, you put us on point.
I can't.
Hey, Red, you said they were gonna run the ball better today.
I definitely did,
and you was right. Like I say, man, I'm definitely satisfied with the win, man. I didn't expect it to be like this, man. But like I say, keep doing your thing, bro. You know I support you, man, and I'm just gonna listen to the rest of the show, man.
Hey, appreciate it, man, guy.
All right.
Let me get to I don't see 993. Let me see the next one. 3307. I don't see him either. And 0759. I don't see him either. 4-4. Okay, I see that one. Hey, call God, talk to me.
So 330.
Turn your background down for me.
Hello?
Yeah, hello. You're live.
Ooh. Wait. Okay, I had to turn you off. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Simona. I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina.
That's what's up.
I am a alum of the Jackson State University.
I would assume.
And yes. And I've been trolling you on Instagram. But anyway, I just wanted to say that Jackson State did an amazing job today. And we delivered that 5-star scooter.
It was nice,
Alabama
pink.
A&M on their homecoming.
It was nice. I know.
And I just wanted you to give Shador his props.
For what?
Give him his props.
What did he do? What did he do?
He threw for 249 yards.
Okay.
For a touchdown.
Okay.
He ran.
Okay. Now that run was nice. I do no. That run was nice. That run was really, really nice. It was. I gotta give him that. That was pretty smooth. He could scoop.
Okay, and then our run game, Santee Marshall, JD Martin, they came through. I mean, just give Jackson State their props.
No, I'm not. No, I can give Jackson State their props. They won the game. I mean, when you dominate every facet of the game, there's no reason I can't give you props. But if I'm being honest, Shador didn't do anything special. I mean, if we're being 100% real, the play
he didn't do anything special.
No. Like if you watch the game, the play calling was everything. I mean, you have
keep on saying play calling, but play calling only works if the players execute it.
So let me ask you this.
He was dodging.
Let me ask you
dodging people, keeping him from sacking him.
You're right.
He was making plays.
You're right.
He decided to run the ball.
You're right.
Like that's not something that play calling.
Can I ask you a question?
Can execute.
You mind if I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So was Shador the same quarterback? Let me ask you a question. Was Shador the same quarterback 3 weeks? Did his number change? Did the player change? Because I mean, the only thing that changed, Shador didn't change, the offensive line didn't change. You could have scored these points all up until now. You changed the offensive coordinator, and things look a lot easier for Shador. So I'm asking you.
It's not just the offensive coordinator. They did some straightening.
Straightening
with that offensive line.
You're right.
Shador, that means that Shador is consistent.
Okay.
The only thing that he needed was his offensive line. I don't know what they did over bye week. I know you keep on saying the play calling is different, but that offensive line got some straightening in between bye week and this week, and they held it. I mean, I think there was a play where he was like 8 or 9 seconds. He had time to find somebody. And then when he couldn't find nobody, he would run it on his own.
You're right. By himself.
No fumbles.
None.
No turnovers.
None.
No nothing. Like, come on, give the man some credit. Akil, he threw for what? It says 393 yards. How you throwing all over and you only got 2 touchdowns?
That is absolutely correct. Horrible.
Absolutely
just trash. Awful. God awful.
All right, then. Well, that's all I wanted to say. And
appreciate the call. Oh, thank you, my dear. All right, who's next, babe? 7333. They're not on here. 7333. Nope, not on here. If you're a member, keep putting your stuff in the chat. There's a lot of callers on here. Like for real. It's probably over like 20 calls in here. So if you're a member, keep putting your chat, keep putting your last 4 in here so we can get you. All right. I want to make sure I get you in. I know Coach Green is a member, so I'm gonna click on him. What's up, Coach Green? Talk to me.
Keep putting your chat. Let me turn my volume down.
Yeah, go ahead.
So how fast do they look in person, bro, defensively?
They don't look fast. They look big. Really big. Like really big. That's it.
Really big.
They like if I'm being real, they didn't look fast. But that's the only thing I hate being on the field. Like it's just that angle. It's such a hard angle to see the whole game. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you only can see like sections because I'm looking at
watching it from.
I was on the sideline.
Which sideline?
What sideline you think I was on? Come on now.
Alabama A&M.
Come on now. You know what sideline I was on.
I was just messing with you. I was just messing with you for that little bit. But I had to mess with you a little bit. Now I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
All right. As a coach, man, we could have all the plays we want, but it's always the players that make us look good.
Mm.
So my thing is, how come you don't want to give Shedeur a little bit more credit? That's my question to you.
Credit for what? Ask me what credit to do what? What are you at? What do you want me to give him credit for? That's my question. Because you guys, right. I feel like you're loading the question.
Now go ahead, finish what you're saying.
No, I'm saying I feel like you're kind of loading the question. You're like you kind of preface it with, well, we know coaches make, coaches are coaches, but players make the coaches and da 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 da. But at the same time, if the players make the coaches, why weren't the players making those same plays before? That's my question to you. Why wasn't 60 points put up before? They're the same players.
I can answer that question.
Okay,
go ahead. Go
ahead.
Now, the protection was much better because one thing you said a long time ago, you said if you give Shedeur time in the pocket, he gonna light you up like Swiss cheese. So he did have time. Back there in the pocket. So that helps any quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Any quarterback with time,
facts.
They're gonna make them look. They're gonna look good.
Facts.
They're gonna look good.
Real good.
Yeah. Oh, real good. Because like if a kid Glad had time, shoot, he would light them up like Swiss cheese too. But I say Shedeur. I say a kill Glass. If Glass would have had time, he would have did the same thing.
Yeah.
So I think with the time he had, it helps because I feel like, do you think he read defenses pretty well? Just like a kill can?
I always give Shedeur. I feel like Shedeur is a very predetermined quarterback. Like if you set it up in front of him, he's going to knock it down. You always got to keep him guessing because like when you grow up in a football family, it's like growing up in a basketball household. Like you might not play the game, but you understand it really well. You get what I'm saying? So, and then having the dad. Your dad is a defensive GOAT. So, that helps. So, breaking down how defensive coordinators probably think or how he used to think as a defensive player, that helps. So, yeah, I think he's a very predetermined quarterback. If you show him something, if you show him a cover 2 look, what he knows are his cover 2 beaters. So that's where he goes with the ball. So, yeah, I would definitely give Shedeur that. Yeah. And the stuff that y'all are crying about, and I'm not saying you, Coach Green, like you're saying give Shedeur credit. I'll give Shedeur and I said this in the roundtable. I said, if I was picking a quarterback, and do you remember the question? I said, if I'm picking a quarterback, I said I would take Shedeur because of his pocket presence. His mobility adds another layer to him playing quarterback that you can't have with Akil. You know what I'm saying? So if the play breaks down, Akil's a sitting duck, and I've said that numerous of times. His feet are like bricks. So with Shedeur, his pocket presence being is his awareness. If he was on Madden, his awareness would be 99 because it's really good. It's ungodly good. You know what I'm saying? But I will give him credit for that. But running the show today, no, it was all TC Taylor. It was all TC Taylor because what you do as an offensive coordinator, you make the game easy for your quarterback, and that's what he did. You have the thing that the thing that made it so pretty. I agree with that 100%. The thing that made it so pretty today, watching the offense, was it was simple. It was simplistic, but it had nuances that made first of all, Alabama defense is still trash. Everybody needs to be. I'm not even gonna get into. I'm gonna get on that Monday, but the nuances that every little thing that TC Taylor did with the jet sweep, the motion, the stacking, all that stuff makes the defense have to change their eye concept, and it worked. When you have a jet sweep going runway and the linebacker slide out, and then you have a run going back the opposite way, it just makes it that much easier for your O linemen. They don't have. It's just Listen, TC Taylor deserves every bit of his paycheck today, for real, every bit.
But also, man, the run game also helps your passing offense too, and I feel like Marshall should have been starting. What you think?
Listen, you could have started. You could have started the grandma from the Jeffersons, and she would have, and he should have ran 400 yards on Alabama A&M. It's Alabama A&M.
Yeah. I ain't talking about that part because we all know that.
JD Martin looks more aggressive.
You got on by using your term 15.
Yeah, so it is what it is.
But the thing with Marshall though, Marshall makes his decisions quicker and his cutback is better than Pickett. That's the thing I actually like about Marshall.
Okay.
Because you mentioned it too about Pickett. You say Pickett a whole day he's just gonna use that saying, oh, he ain't gonna do no cutback or nothing really. You said that about him.
Yeah, I like JD Martin. From what I've seen, I like JD Martin. He's shifty, but he has power with him. I like the power that he runs with. He's really aggressive when he runs.
I like JD Martin too. But I'm gonna tell you this though, man. You right with the question when people say giving Shedeur props. You right about when people don't break it down. That's basically a loaded question. You right about that.
Yeah,
but the reason that I was asking it like that, man. The reason I was asking like that because I know why people sit there and try to they misinterpret what you were saying when you talk about Shedeur because how you push Casey Quincy. That's the thing that people jump on you about, because the Quincy Casey. Now, back to now as far as the 4 touchdowns, is that good enough for you? Because I know you said if you don't throw 300, he didn't throw the 300, but he threw for 4. Is that still good enough for you?
If you take away what was the score? 62. What was the score? 62-14? 15?
15.
You take away the fumble touchdown, that's 7. You take away the pretty much the punt return, that's another 14. So you're at what do you say, 47 at that point? Is that right? 47, 48? You're at 48? Yeah, that's a pretty good game. Yeah, because he ran one in. Yeah, I'll give him. I mean, this is my thing with the Quincy Casey and Shedeur thing, and I'm gonna let it go after this, right? I don't demean Shedeur. Listen, neither one. I've never said, and you can go to any video. I've never said.
I know you didn't.
Quincy Casey is better.
You to say for the other people because they always.
I've never said in my life that Quincy Casey is better than Shedeur. I don't know that. That's all I've said. I said I don't know because he's never had a fair shot. My thing is I like Quincy Casey because
say louder for the people in the back, dude.
I say because he's never had a shot. For the people in the back, dude. All right, so my thing is that I like Quincy Casey because of his attributes of the physical attributes that I've seen. That's it. That's why I like Quincy. Now Shedeur, I have praised Shedeur for his poise in the pocket, for his command of the offense, but he just doesn't wow me with anything.
You have.
He just doesn't wow me with anything. That's it. It's nothing. Like I said, Shedeur could be probably one of the best SWAT quarterbacks to ever live, whatever. But for me, like Skip Bayless always says, he has an eye test. Like Shedeur doesn't pop off the TV when I watch him. He's very mundane. He's very boring, but he gets the job done, and that's cool. So whoever likes Shedeur, by all means, like him. I'm not hating on him. He just doesn't do it for me. That's it. That's all it is. But hey, Coach Green, appreciate the call.
One more time for the people in the back. Say it one more time.
I mean, I've never said that.
All the way in the back.
Hey, appreciate the call, Coach Green, but I gotta let you go, my guys. A lot of people on this joker.
No, understandable.
All right, man. Appreciate it. Who's next? 1-3. Oh, that's Mr. Wilson. Ooh, did I get him? I took the wrong person. All right, what's up, caller? Hey, Mr. Wilson, I got you next. 1320, I got you next. Hey, what's up, caller? You loud, talk to me.
Hey, Scotty, what's going on, sir? How are you?
What's good? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Jerome Brooks from Charlotte, man.
What's up?
Representing Jackson State.
What's up?
Hey, just a couple of quick things, man.
What's up?
I wanted to ask you, kind of aside from the football game, how was it attending your first HBCU homecoming? You know, how was the crowd, the band?
Man,
Like,
listen,
how was it?
it was a great experience. I mean, I just I hate when y'all ask me questions like this because I don't like the atmosphere because the atmosphere is not about the game.
Okay.
It really isn't. Like, I'm seeing people now. The game got out of hand very quickly, so I understand if they're not locked into the game, right? But I'm just talking about in the beginning.
Right.
In the beginning, the Jackson State team ran out. Nobody said anything. Alabama anything ran out. Nobody said anything. The Sonic Boom started marching and people started booing. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm like, what is this? Is so backwards. It's so backwards. You know what I'm saying? And then the Alabama A&M band walk, and then Jackson State booing. I'm like, who's playing? Who's playing today? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the stuff that be like, what are we doing? But overall, like, man, when I tell you it was packed though, I got, and Jackson State side was packed. It was probably like a little section at the top left that wasn't filled, but they came in full force. Their whole visitor side was packed out. The homecoming side was packed out until the halftime. It was man, you could have found any seat you wanted. Could have found any seat you wanted. But no, but overall, man, it was a great environment though, for real.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, we I'm with the National Alumni Association. We put out a call to have like 10,000 alums show up to the game, man. And just watching it on TV. My alumni chapter here in Charlotte, we had a watch party, and just seeing it on TV, man, you know, it seemed like a really packed house. So,
it was.
Glad to see. It looked like a really good look for, like a really good look for HBCU football, and glad you had a great time, man. It looked like it was kind of hot out there, though. But,
surprisingly, it
was.
was.
Great time, man. Hope to see you. Really?
Yeah, it was surprisingly hot. It was like 84 degrees, and I thought it was gonna be like a nice cool 84. It was like a sweltering 84, and I'm like, damn. I was like, I should. My girl was like, you need a towel? I was like, I don't think I need a towel. Man, about second quarter, I was like, Jesus, where's the shade? But yeah, it was still fun though. It was fun though.
Hey, now, do you plan on going to like Jackson, or do you plan on going to any other games?
Listen, man. Okay, so I'm glad you asked, Jay. So we were supposed to go. I don't know if we're still up in the air. We were supposed to go to the FAMU Alabama A&M game because my girlfriend, she loves Alabama A&M. She's a fan. We got tickets to that game, and it's it's because it's her birthday. That weekend is her birthday. I don't know if we're going to that game now. Like, I don't know. It's a little up in the air for that one, though. I know Jackson State's homecoming. We've been invited down to Jackson State homecoming, but she said that's a negative. She's not spending her birthday in Jackson, so we try to figure something else out.
That's what's up, man. Well, definitely let me know, man. You got my number.
Yes, sir.
I'm so glad you got a chance to go to your first game at homecoming, and look forward to seeing you again, man.
Appreciate that. But I'll be at the Soul Bowl, though. I'll definitely be there.
Okay, bet.
All right, bet.
I'll see you there.
All right, man. Peace. All right, Mr. Wilson, my bad. You live. Talk to me.
It's all good, man. Hey, look. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm elated for several reasons. But I'm just gonna tell you, and I might be proven wrong, and I might have to take my roasting with some class and style as well as you, like you are right now. But if you ever bet against the Tigers like that again, you're gonna have to come on, put that shirt on that Tiffany sent you, be that shortly, and sing Jackson Fair. That's what you're gonna have to do at the position of attention, just so everybody knows. Like that right there, that was the DNA of Jackson that I've missed for like the last 10, however many years being. You know what I'm saying? We got alumni at a prominent position in the program, doing something that's making a difference on the field. You know, last couple of games anyway, the boys playing hard. Nobody like they laying down. It just did me good. It just did me good, right? And, you know, out of all the drama that was going on or whatever was going on with the game or whatever, man, but, you know, defense win championships. So, I'm pretty confident we gonna win out in the SWAC, right? I think we'll win a SWAC championship. I think if we go to Celebration Bowl, we should take that, you know, so we can check that off. But I'm really excited to see if we can hold things together to get through the program. We go up and we can see what we can do in FCS playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You know, if, you know, nobody's going to take anything away from Alabama A&M, but that's the second defense in a row that was averaging 40 plus that got held to under 20.
Talking about offense,
right?
The offense. Yeah, you're talking about offenses.
I'm sorry, you're right. It's the second offense.
Yeah.
You're right. It's the second offense, right?
I got you.
So that's just that, right? Because they even put 27 up, on grammar. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing with that. But it just did my heart good to see all facets of the game come together today. That was that. And hey, I was surprised you picked A&M, to tell you the truth. But I tell you, man,
it's funny.
As far as taking L's go, you take them in style.
Hey, listen, man, that's life, bro. Like before I started this channel, I've taken more L's in my own life than needed possible. So trust me. My thing is this, and it's funny that you said you're surprised I picked Jackson State. People were asking me and texting me, who they should bet on. And everybody I told, and I can send you the screenshots, I told them to bet on Jackson State. I said I wouldn't. If I had to bet my house, I wouldn't have bet on Alabama A&M. The only reason I took Alabama A&M is because I like Quincy Casey. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I like Quincy Casey. I like Connor Manor, their offensive guys. I like the receiving staff. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm gonna ride with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride with them. It was a straight heart pick. I didn't really like. That's why this loss doesn't really. I think the loss that made me the most mad was the Grambling one. That one made me the most mad because of the fact that, like, I looked at the game. I'm like, nah, you guys should actually win this game because of the fact of it. But if you look at this game up and down, there's no reason Alabama A&M should have won this game, because if it's simply this: if Akil is not great, this team has no chance to win anything. Has no chance to win anything because the defense can't stop nobody. So that's why I like this. It's cool. Like I don't mind people calling in, hey, you cool. It don't bother me because I knew what it was. When it got out of hand, my girl don't do the YouTube stuff. But the whole time, I'm like, she's like, did you expect this? I said, no, I didn't think it would be this bad, but I knew if it got out of hand, it would be bad. I didn't know it would be 62-15 bad. I thought it might be like, you know what I'm saying? I thought it might be like 35-20 or, 35-14 or something like that. Yeah. But I knew the defense couldn't. I had it at like 31. I knew the defense. If Akil, listen, man, this is the offense. It's like imagining Kansas City without Patrick Mahomes. What are they? They're nothing. They're nobodies. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm not calling Akil Patrick Mahomes, but I'm just saying that's how important his production. That's how important his production is for that team. And if he does not produce, the team looks like what it does today. So they couldn't be if Akil looks like that today and a defense makes somebody look like that, because that's I got to give the credit to the front seven. They made Akil look like that. You know what I'm saying? Alabama won't win another game if a defensive front makes them look that bad. So yep, that's what it is.
Yeah. Now, I listen, because I don't think it was really on. If you're Alabama A&M, you can't put that on Akil Glass. When Akil Glass, he still played his game. When he got his looks, he made his throws. There's some 50-50 ball. I saw, the officials have to move the ball a couple of times. And then, Jackson, being grabby because they're going up against some receivers. There was some mismatches, like everybody knew out there on that, on those edges.
Mm-hmm.
But man, like I said, that front seven just put pressure on.
Yeah, it was bad.
Constant.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. But hey, appreciate the call, Mr. Wilson. Hey, anytime, my guy.
All right, man. I appreciate you.
No problem. Let me see. 1320. That's gone. 7333. That person's gone. 7844. Okay. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
What up, Scotty?
What's good? Talk to me. What's your name? Where you call from?
Mississippi.
What's good?
Hey, I told you I was gonna call you. I told you when it happened. Hey, I don't want to hear that, Scotty. I don't want to hear. Oh, I really kind of expected that. Oh, I said it would get out of hand. All I've heard from you is about how good is Glass, how good is Minor. Oh, Jackson State with the zero coverage, it won't work. Minor's gonna do this, Glass gonna do that. Hey, ain't no way Minor and Glass should leave that game with 15 points. You ain't gonna tell me that nowhere in your heart, in your mind, in your soul, you thought that Alabama A&M was only going to score 15.
No, never that. Never that.
Garbage.
Never that.
Garbage. Hey, And I told you at the beginning, you asked me to make a point. You said, Bud, say that they're going to beat everybody by 30. And I said it. But I was wrong. But I'm going to tell you something. Earlier this week, you said that change with T.C. Taylor would make the difference. And it really did. It showed up in the game. The offense looked 10 times better. You was able to see the athletes show their ability as far as the wide receivers a whole lot more. The offensive line didn't look just completely trash. And it actually even makes Shadua look even more mobile. So going forward, you may start to see a better version of Shadua. He may not look as Tom Brady as and I mean that by saying not being able to move in the pocket more like a statue, kind of like Glass was.
Yeah.
But your point on him being slippery, it looked even more slippery today. Kind of remind me of Alcorn Brady.
Boy, I'm about to
the
hang
one
up
that
on
they
you,
call
bro.
the great.
I'm about to.
He kind of moved like them back there
I'm
today.
about to hang up on you, bro.
Hey,
Steve
if
McNair,
our
bro.
defense don't play like that,
Steve McNair, bro. Come on.
and our offense don't put up points, the SWAC in trouble. Will you say that, Scotty?
Oh, easily.
That's the only thing I want you to say.
Easily. The SWAC's in trouble.
If the defense don't play like that,
there's no team.
Don't have the offense rolling like this.
There's no team.
The SWAC in trouble.
There's no team in the SWAC that can compete with you guys. It's no team in the SWAC because there's no team in the SWAC that the thing about Alabama A&M though is they have the weapons to compete with you. I don't care what you want to say. The receivers will give in your DBs work. They just the front seven is just that nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care how you want to flip it. You can say this, oh Scotty, this, oh Scotty, that. Go watch the tape. Alabama A&M's receivers were giving your DBs the work. But when you have a front seven that explosive and that nasty, it's nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do. So it's all for naught. I mean, literally, it's all for naught.
We gotta get credit. We always talk about the front seven in the defense scheme. We gotta get credit to Dennis Thurman. Hey, he doing his thing.
Yeah,
he calling some hell of a defensive game.
Yeah,
and he got the defense looking elite. We just gotta get credit what credit due. Yes, they have it. It's the scheme too, Scotty. You can't take it away.
Oh no, I'm not.
Cornerbacks are really being placed on the island, so they being forced to play at a high level. So of course, somebody's going to.
But see the thing about the beauty.
That front seven is stopping all it.
The beauty of see what you normal fans are failing to mention or see is with a man-to-man coverage. If y'all played zone, the pressure wouldn't work that well. Why? Because you've given me the space to make that quick throw. With the pressure coming and you playing man, I have a very short I don't have time to really be like, oh, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go. You have to pick a read and go because you don't have time to go through progressions. You listen, you don't have time to look at number two. You have to pick a person. Hey, I'm going here with the ball, and you got to go with it, good or bad. You have to go with it. And I felt that Akil wasn't Kano, May, whoever you want to blame, they didn't have him prepared for that. You have to understand, once you see how the game is going, you do not have the luxury to do timing plays. It doesn't, that play action type stuff, that stuff does not work if you don't have time. And plus, ones weren't effective.
At all. So
what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So it's just, that's bad play calling. Out the rip. It's great defense because anytime they did it, he got smashed. It was one time he scored off of it in the red zone. He did a little fake play action and threw it to I think Hilaire or whatever. But other than that, he was getting smashed.
But Scotty, what I was disappointed was because I listened to you, right? Mm-hmm. You told me that Minor was an offensive genius. So earlier this week, if we could see that Jackson State was going to come into this game zero coverage and they was going to blitz because that's who they is. Mm-hmm. That's what they is. Mm-hmm. How the hell Minor didn't know that? Why did the offense? I'm really disappointed in his play calling because I had really started to believe, okay, I had even started telling some of my friends that, man, the guy down there at Alabama A&M, they say he's a genius at he's a genius at play calling.
Bro.
To know that what somebody's going to do. And he didn't make any adjustments to me.
Man, not a one.
That's what
not a one. I mean, like this is what bothers me, right? If you know your quarterback, it all starts with a kill. You can say it starts with the offensive line, but you already knew that you couldn't block up. You can't block everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's only so many times you can block Houston straight up. It's only so many times you can block up Coinus straight up. It's only so many times you can block up Owen straight up. It's only so many times you can do that without losing that battle. So you know things are going to have to change. You never like these offensive coordinators have to take L's. You're gonna have to add more to coverage. You have to add more. I mean, you have to add more than you're in blocking. You're gonna have to max protect sometimes just to get off certain plays. You're gonna have to max protect. You know what I'm saying? So it's just little things like that I didn't even see done. You didn't put a tight end in the backfield just to help. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do any of that. You leaving Quarles 5, 6.
Nothing.
You leaving Quarles 5, 6, trying to cut Houston. Like what? What is we doing? So I would take a max protect and try to. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
But I was gonna tell you that I was telling you way back in the beginning of the season that SWAC fans get so excited about people in coaching as if it's elite. But if you really watch football, you'll realize that it's more high schoolish than anything. There's no way that you shouldn't be prepared for something that you know is coming. That's why the kicking looks so miserable in space. Hey man, I'm a Jackson State fan through and through. I love them through and through, but I love them for what they is, and I hope Dion continue to elevate talent because Houston, he lied to us about that, but Houston
he's the
is NFL bound.
Yeah, he's true. If anybody should have shown up at media day, should have been Houston. That boy is legit, for real, for real. Hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
Hey, I think Gaddy ain't nothing. I hate to say that, but he ain't nothing what he told us. Nothing.
Not even close. Hey, appreciate the call, my boy.
Houston.
All right, let me see what we got. We got 3309. Let me see. 309. Not on here anymore. 8182. Tell Coach Green he gonna have to call back. He already called in. I'm not about to answer him again. Oh yeah, I just did. My bad. Yeah, I'm not about to answer you again, my guy. You just called in. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. Hello, caller, you live. Talk to me. Okay. 4802. I see him. Hey, caller, you live. Talk. What's up, Serve?
What's going on?
Oh man, nothing. Just over here taking my crow.
Yeah, that one was rough. I set up and watched the whole beat, but you gotta blame this whole thing on Connell Manor. He ain't fixed the turnover bug, and that boy fumbled the ball the second he got touched, and I knew it was coming, and that's what killed the game. Really, they drove the ball on them easy in that first drive.
Mm-hmm.
He was on like the 20. They changed the play. They called a bad play action. They said 7, and he fumbled the ball immediately because he not built like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the game got out of hand since then.
Yeah, I was there. So me and Blue, so me and Blue were there, and Blue told me, he said that if you talk about the 14-0 was the worst possible start for you guys. That 14-0 was the worst possible start.
Right.
Go ahead.
I'll be right back. Yeah, but I give them credit, man. They dominated us both sides like it was nothing. Like honestly, man, Delta State would have beat us.
That's facts.
Because they put up more of a fight than we did. They flat out dominated us. The defense, they not changing the defense. They not giving different looks. So once you get comfortable, what you see in front of you, you just gonna keep scoring on like it's nothing. So yeah, it's just a rough one. That was real rough to watch. I don't even like. I just want to see him bounce back and try to do better. But at this point, JSU definitely gonna win the division. And I think they got a good chance of coming out and winning the whole thing.
That I wouldn't put it past them either. I definitely would. Anything else, Irv? You good?
No, I'm good, man. I'm partying now. I'm sipping on a little something now, man. But I was hurt early. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was hurt early.
That's no biggie, amen. Hey, appreciate the call, Swerve.
All right, hey, take it easy though, man.
All right, you boy. 0749. Caller, you live. Talk to me.
Scotty,
What's goody?
what's happening? Hey, baby, what's happening with you, bro? You know who this is? This Galloway. I got a secret to tell you.
Tell me.
My secret is, you tell Maynard, talking loud, ain't saying nothing. That's in the words of James Brown. Deion said, you ain't got to give me nothing. Just open up the door, and I let myself in. I'm going to tell you where that game went wrong at, bro. When Maynard went for that punt, and that punt was blocked, and he started yelling at those players. No, bro. You ain't got nobody to blame but yourself for trying to go for it on that football.
It wasn't
and
blocked.
You know your punter and your special teams
it wasn't blocked. It wasn't
suspect.
blocked. It wasn't blocked.
Am I right or wrong?
It wasn't blocked.
Yes, come on. Now, look, his hand went up on there, man. The big boy, number 90. His hand went up on there.
Listen. Okay, let me tell you when the.
Come on now, Scotty.
Listen, bro. Relax.
Now, Scotty. Come on now. No, don't do me like that.
I'm about to tell you when the game was over.
Scotty. Now, you
keep cutting me off and hang up on you.
Okay, Scotty, can we agree on this? Maynard was a little bit out of his league tonight.
Negative.
Oh, he wasn't out of his league tonight?
Negative.
Scotty, come on now, man. Man, come on now, bro. You know I love your show and I support you from the rooted to the tooted.
But you don't think
that man was out of his league tonight,
man? When you say
man?
out of your league, like you can't just make a statement and not have it. Like, what do you mean out of his league? In what form? What fashion? Did he get out coached? Yeah, he got out coached easily.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. He was out coached tonight. He was out of his league tonight.
What league is Deion in?
Man, come on, man.
What league is Deion in though?
What league was he in?
That doesn't say that wasn't. Listen, bro.
Come on, now, Scotty,
Deion barely.
Look,
Galloway,
man,
I swear to God, if you cut me off again, I'm gonna hang up on you.
spent more time on his back than goddamn it a hooker in the goddamn $5 whole house. Come on, man, you know that.
Why do you keep cutting me off?
Am I right or wrong?
You can't ask me a question, my guy, and cut me off.
All right, Scotty, I'll listen. Go ahead, bro.
My thing is this. You said Deion is out of his league, but what league is Deion in? This is like his first year coaching a full season. He had the spring season. He has this. He has great talent. Not taking nothing away from him. But I mean, in this game, yeah, Connor Maynard got out coached. But to say Connor Maynard's out of his league, no, bro, that's not that you're taking one game way out of proportion. Way out of proportion. But I can definitely give you this game. I can definitely say, yeah, Deion brought it, Connell didn't. He was doing all the talking and didn't bring anything to the table. I'll give you that. But to say he's out of his league, nah, I can't do that. But go ahead.
Okay, now Alabama State. Look at their victories. Who have they beat this year? Name the teams that Alabama. Not Alabama State. I apologize. Alabama A&M. Who did Alabama A&M beat this year so far?
Huh? My text. Hold on.
Who did they beat?
Hold on. Tuskegee, South Carolina State, and okay, thanks. Got you. Alabama, South Carolina State, Tuskegee, and I don't know. That's all I got for you right now.
Okay, now which one of those teams had a winning record when they beat them? None of them.
I don't think any of them did.
Okay, that's what I'm getting at. Now, what to me, and I'm gonna tell you this: I hope every single one of those players that's playing in that football game, they get a college degree, graduate, and make it successfully. And I hope Glass can make it to the NFL. But what Maynard is doing right now at Alabama A&M, somebody need to check him. Seriously, Glass did not need to be in that game when Jackson State was up 44 to 46 or whatever it was to 7. And somebody needs to sit there and tell Maynard, hey, look, man, you cannot come away with them 30, 40 points in a quarter. Until he realize and figure that stuff out. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, Alabama A&M is going to be at the bottom of the totem pole. They should have put your homeboy in. What you always say, Quincy Casey.
That's my guy. They should have
put that young man in way earlier than that.
But you got to.
Right or wrong?
It's tough, man. Like you Jackson State fans are so like tunnel vision. it's bigger than it's bigger than one game. Like it's really big because you got to understand how it's both ways, right? Like if you take out a kill, are you playing or now are you playing for next year? You get like you have like these are big decisions. You guys can't just say hey this or hey that, because if I take out a kill and Quincy comes in and does well or whatever, now the team is split. You're gonna split the team because now you're gonna have people who say, okay, I want Quincy to play. Then you have people say, no, Akil should be playing. That's something you don't want. You don't want that division. Secondly, you're talking about a kid's future with Akil, having a draft, maybe a draft grade or a draft prospect. And now if you sit him, now it gets bad really, really quickly. And I wouldn't want to be a coach in that situation for real. I'm being dead ass like, I'm real like blunt, black and white, but that if you care about the kids, that's where you like, man, what's better for you? Are you going for the team or are you trying to, protect the kid? Those situations you have to really debate in your mind going forward with this team, because if you sit Akil and put Xavier or Quincy, now you're playing for next year and Akil is pretty much on the outside looking in like, okay, I'm gonna just try to do well at the Senior Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Because in my opinion, do you need to start seeing what you have for next year? Absolutely. But do you want to do that to the expense of Akil? I don't know.
Now, what you just said. Now, you said the Senior Bowl. Now, would you sit? Not sit. Would you keep playing Akil? Bad as the offense of Alabama A&M is playing right now. Come on, man. That dude is taking punishment. I'm like, man, I said, man, I guarantee you, I can play with Jackson State and get a couple of sacks against Alabama A&M offensive line.
Oh, yeah, you ain't saying nothing but a word in that one. Yeah, you ain't saying nothing but a word.
But my thing is, man, I'm not going to mess with you for taking that L, because I told you when I called in Wide Out Wednesday what was going to happen. My thing is, man, Maynard, I'm going to tell you this. Maynard, Alabama A&M head coach Maynard, look, you need to sit back and watch that film, bro, and goddamn just eat a whole bunch of humble pie.
Galloway.
Because I'm telling you, man,
Galloway.
You got Florida A&M next week.
Galloway.
Am I right or wrong?
Galloway. It wouldn't matter who y'all was playing. You was going to call in and say Jackson State was going to win. So what are you talking about? It doesn't matter who you.
Man, come on.
ULM, you called in and said you was going to win.
Come on, off script, man.
Like, bro, it wouldn't have mattered who y'all was playing. You could have played Auburn. You would have called in and said we was going to win.
You dressed up.
Stop it.
You had goddamn more Alabama A&M gear on than the Alabama A&M fan up in the stands, man. You had a helmet on. You had a T-shirt on, man. Come on now, man. Now look, you holding that L pretty good right now, man.
As I always do. As I always do.
Young men make it to the big side, man.
As I always do. All right, people want me to start taking more calls. I gotta let you go. I gotta let you go. People want me to take more calls. Gotta let you go.
You have a good night, man.
All right, peace. My bad, Carolyn. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I take more calls. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to let people get there. I'm trying to let people get their facts in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want nobody to say I cut them short. I am so sorry. Let me see. Hey, caller, you live. Keep it short and sweet. Make your point. I gotta take more calls.
Cool. This is Trev from York, PA, man. But I just wanted to call and just say, watching the game, man, like Jackson State's defense was just cutting through Alabama A&M's defense like they wasn't even there. They was like transparent and they serious. I mean, dude from the Florida transfer they had, that dude was in that backfield having a cookout like every daggone play.
That's a good one. I like that.
I'm telling you, he was out there flipping burgers and everything else. Akil Glass probably gonna see him in his sleep tonight. He's gonna see 41 in his sleep, bruh.
I like that.
I mean, he got 8 sacks for the year. So this dude is out here. Out here saying,
listen,
"Look, I'm trying to put film on."
Listen, Akil made it. Listen, if Houston got drafted off this film alone. This film alone went to the NFL. Oh yeah, we got to get him off this film alone. Easy.
Listen, this dude put on so many moves on that daggone left tackle. I mean, on the right tackle. I mean, it was crazy. And the crazy fact is, he wanted to play linebacker, and Coach Prime was like, "No, we got enough linebackers. Go play defensive end." And it got to the point where they were saying the coach was like, he basically said, "Yo, do you want to play or not?" And he was just like, "All right, this dude get on defensive end. That dude, look, Deion put money in that man's pocket."
Mm-hmm. Easily.
Oh, I mean, easy. So that's the one thing, man. JSU's defense is they're the real deal, and their offense finally showed up. And I mean, they put a 61 burger on. Hey.
On homecoming at that. But hey, man, appreciate the call, my guy.
That's go, please.
Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. Keep it short and sweet.
Called earlier, Oscar. Just had one question for you. I wanted you to rank the quarterbacks in the SWAC. And I'm curious to your opinion. Do you think Jalen Jones was a better quarterback than Quincy Casey?
Nah. That was an easy question. That's a no.
Okay.
Ranking the quarterbacks in the SWAC. I would have to go. This is a tough one. Let me just try. I'm trying to get all the quarterbacks. It's not that many to be ranked, if I'm being honest. It would probably go Shador, Akil. No. Shador, Jawan, Akil.
Yeah.
The Brody boy from Texas Southern. And I have to give Jelani Eason his credit. He's been doing this thing at Valley, so I got to give him his credit. So Jelani Eason, yeah, that's how I would do my 5.
For sure.
No problem.
I actually agree with that. I agree with that. I think Jalen Jones could have, just like Quincy Casey. I think he, in the right program, it'd be interesting to see how those two would have done.
Yeah. I think if you get Jalen in, if I'm being honest, I don't want to go there, but I appreciate the call. No, that would be my top 5. I appreciate the call, my guy. I appreciate it so much.
Yep, no problem.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I don't see two. Oh, here we go. 2961. I just saw it pop up. Hey, caller, you live? Talk.
Hey, what's going on, Scotty? It's Mark Jones, Real Review.
What's up, Joe? What's up, Mr. Jones?
Nah, what's going down, bro?
Nothing chilling. What's good with you?
You all good?
Oh, I'm straight. Ain't nothing but a G thing over here.
Yeah. I just want to catch up with you for a second, man. But look, I just want to say, of course, it was a good performance from us. Let me throw it out there. I'm more of a neutral Jack State fan. I ain't one of the other people that call this very annoying with facts. They don't know facts, but I'm just gonna keep it football for a second.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna say a comment, but I want to end with a question. It's just a general football question for you.
All right.
But I'm gonna say a couple of comments. One, our defense did look ferocious. I do like the aggressiveness, the blitz packages. Are you big on your blitz packages?
Yeah.
Did you see them?
Yeah. Yeah. That's Jackson State all the way.
Okay. I just want to throw that out there. Secondly, TC Taylor's change up. I'm gonna say I watched it. I'm telling you this because I got a chance to watch the show earlier today. I think it was the TC Taylor show.
Yeah.
Where you found some clips about TC Taylor.
Yeah.
And they ran that package you showed. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the 2x2. The
2x2. Yep. The 2x2. 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. And I just want to give you respect on that because you did your due diligence to look that up to let the people know. All right, that means a lot. So I appreciate that.
No problem.
Because he did do that, and that started confusing some folks. All right. Run game, of course, I'm happy it came alive. I don't know if it's because of the TC Taylor switch, or if I don't know it's because of the initial running back. I know he was hurt, he was out, but the other toes playing got a little bit more juke to the, a little bit more lightning than thunder. You feel me?
Yep.
So I do like that switch too.
keeping it general. But okay, so after all that, my question to you, Akil Glass, where do you see him from here as far as, I guess the rest of the season and his chances afterwards, after today's performance?
If you're an NFL scout, you're telling yourself this: if we don't have an offensive line, we can't draft Akil. It's just that simple. If you're an NFL scout, you're literally telling yourself, if we can't block up front, he can't be useful. He can't be useful. It's just that simple. If I'm an NFL scout looking at Shador, I can say, you know what? Like, it doesn't have to be perfectly blocked. He's going to buy us some time. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's probably the slowest, slippery dude you ever find. His pocket awareness, his pocket presence is A1. So that's the biggest. If I was an NFL scout, that's the big for me. Akil can make all the throws. That's not it. He's 6'5", can make all the throws, but he's not mobile. And if you look at most of the quarterbacks in the league right now, Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, like everybody has some, Justin Herbert, everybody has some mobility. You know what I'm saying? Like something to where if something doesn't go right, you can get out. He does not have it. And to me, that's going to be his biggest Achilles heel, is that if I don't have an offensive line, I can't use you because it's bad. It's just bad. It's just that simple for me.
Okay. All right. I just want to know. I know I'm a fan of him too, as far as talent. When it comes to talent, that's just a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But I do just want to see like where, from here, what's the ceiling? You feel what I'm saying? But I appreciate that. I ain't gonna hold you up too much. I know you got a lot going on. Appreciate the time.
Hey,
bro.
appreciate it, Mr. Jones. 10066. Yo, what's up? Talk to me first.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's good?
I hate to have blown your Twitter up today, man, but it was hilarious. I couldn't help myself.
Oh, that was you?
Hey, that was me.
Oh my God. I was like, who is this? Go ahead.
Oh my God. I couldn't help myself. But hey, first of all, I just want to have a moment of silence for Jay White. I mean, I know he's going to listen to this at some other time. Brother, we love you. Keep your chin up.
That boy said,
We
keep
love
your
you,
chin up. You stupid.
Your chin up, bro. It's going to be all right. Y'all gonna make it through this. These struggles.
You petty, bro. You petty, bro.
Yes. I mean, sometimes you gotta be petty. But salute to the chat. I mean, some of these comments are hilarious. The only thing I have to say, man, is I honestly thought that they were going to use an H-back that was going to slow down the Jackson State defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just looking like, wait a minute. In the second half, they did do it a couple of times, but they went away from it. And I was just like, what are you doing? Like, keep that going. You got to use that, because that was the only thing that slowed it down. I mean, that first quarter, 20-0, I was just like, all right, this is about to get out of hand if they can't do something.
Yeah, and I was talking to my girl, and I kept saying, like, I'm like, the one thing they couldn't have, if they would have went into the half 2014, okay, that's not that bad. But when Jackson State went up 26, I was like, yeah, this isn't going well. You know what I'm saying? You needed to, to have some type of, you needed to cut it, because Jackson State was gonna get the ball at the half. So it's like you haven't been able to stop. You just want to make it close, so you can go into the rally and your team like, hey, we're a touchdown down or two. Nah, bro, it's none of that. It's just like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing for real? For real?
Yeah. That's why I said, hey, man, you can beat the rush. You can leave the funeral early if you want. But I mean, wow, I did not expect this. I honestly thought that the most scored would be 40 points. I did not think it was going to get out of hand like that. I mean, I thought that, listen, these people that's calling in is talking bad about Akil Glass. He balled. I mean, yeah, he got mauled, but he was out there balling. When he had opportunities, he was deadly. It was lasers. You know, there was just a couple of drops that let them down, and then that D line, man, that front seven, man, listen, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we watched the game at home, and we were just like, my wife was just like, "Yo, this looks like." She was like, "Yo, this looks like back in the day when we was at Central." I was like, "Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?" And the other part of it too is like, "Yo, wait a minute, why are they still scoring like this?"
It was bad.
And I was just like, I, I was like, it ain't gonna be no mercy today, man.
None.
Yeah, we gonna give you the scooter too. Here you go.
Yeah,
I mean, it just it was just kind of day.
Hey, but appreciate the call, my guy.
So yeah, man, salute to you, man, for holding the L. I mean, I appreciate I appreciate the visuals. This is hilarious. Yeah, salute to everybody in the chat.
All right, appreciate it, my guy. Appreciate it first.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna get to the callers, right? So let me answer David Johnson. And listen, bro, I'm not even gonna hold. So you know I ain't lying, because I ain't about that. I'm not about that lying life. All right. I only speak one thing, and that's facts. All right. All right. What did I do when Quincy Casey got in the game? Quincy Casey! I grabbed her arm. I was like, "Oh shit, Quincy's in the game!" So I'm not gonna lie. That's what happened. That's what happened. I'm not gonna lie, but that's what happened. All right. So let me see. Who else was on it? You said was somebody else on here? That was priority? 3309, right? Yeah, I remember that number. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yo, what's up, Quinn? Man, I'm sorry. I said, what's up, Oscar?
What's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Scotty? Man, I'm calling from Houston, but I'm originally from Mississippi, man. Representing the Jackson State Tigers, dog.
I assumed. What's your name?
Man, this is IMT Towns, bro. Calling in, bro. We checking in. How about the Tigers? One thing I say, you was right, dog. You was right about one thing, one thing only. Quincy, not Quincy Casey, but Akil Glass didn't throw any interception. You said this.
I said a lot of things that happened today.
That, bro.
I said a lot of things that happened today.
No, you said this. I want you to own this. Bro.
I said it.
I want you to own it.
I said that.
All right, then. Okay. Also,
like I said, I said some other things that happened too. So what you saying?
Okay, you right.
I know.
This is your show. I can't argue with you.
No, I'm just saying, that's what happened.
This is your show, dog. Hey.
Am I not? Is that not true? I mean, you picked one thing. And I'm like, yeah, but I also said some other things that happened, and I also said some other things that didn't happen. So, I mean, okay.
No, Quincy Casey, not Quincy Casey, but I'm
damn, you got his name more than I do. You are bugging.
Hey.
And I'm a fan.
No. Akil Glass is the truth, though. Hey, Akil Glass is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But all I'm gonna say is, man, Jackson State showed you what the SWAC is all about, man. It's all about the SWAC, dog. You're getting first-hand wobble of the fucking SWAC, dog. This is the fucking SWAC.
What's that mean?
Deion came in. He showed his. Listen. I listened to you. Deion came in. He showed his poise. He showed his class. This is how Jackson State ride, bro.
Y'all show class.
Alabama,
y'all show class. Y'all show class.
We show class because here's why we show class.
Okay.
Because we didn't talk smack.
Okay.
During the week.
Okay.
We didn't talk smack during the week.
Okay.
We came there and we put up 61 points on Alabama A&M. This is the 40-point offense, dog. This is the 40. This is your A&M Bulldog who put up 41 points on everybody. Like the caller told you earlier, who y'all played? Y'all played Tuskegee. Who else y'all played? Y'all played 0-3 teams and then try to come in and face Jackson State, dog.
No, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Also, before I go, I know you got a lot of callers. I want to gloat a little bit, but you've been right so fucking far, but you also wrong, and I respect.
Can I say something before I let you go?
But I don't respect you.
Can I say something before I let you go? Because I feel like you're gonna.
Hold on.
No, you just went on a ramble. So I don't want to hear that. So my thing is this: I've been drinking.
Okay. I've been celebrating, bro.
Okay, and I'm happy for you. I haven't seen your number before, so I'm assuming this is the first time you've called in.
It ain't about you being happy for me.
No, I am because I mean, like I said, I haven't seen this number before, so I'm assuming it's the first time you call into the show. So I appreciate it. My thing is this: you said you show class.
No,
can I finish my point? I'll let you talk. Can I finish my point? You said you showed class. So this is my thing. You said you showed class. That's a lie. I remember you guys are followers, right? That's what you guys are. Whatever Prom says is what you jump on. So what happens is, and I can take you back to a time at Alabama State where y'all played in the spring, and Jack and Dion got on his Instagram and said, "Oh, they not giving us tickets, this, that, and the third." And all you Jackson State fans jumped on my channel talking about, "Oh, they trying to stop us from coming to the game. Oh, they doing this. Oh, they doing that." And they made a public statement saying, "Hey, we do limited seating because of COVID." But nah, they doing this. Oh no, they doing it. And y'all just bashing Alabama State. But y'all got class though, right? So then after the game, they troll y'all back. They troll you back. And they put Dion on the big screen after they win. So explain to me, when it goes your way, it's great, but when it doesn't go your way, it's not. So explain that to me.
Okay, Scotty, that's with anybody. I'm gonna explain you this. One thing about it, I'm not a bandwagon fan. I've been a Jackson State Jacksonian throughout my whole life.
Never said you were.
Family.
Never said you were.
We all. Huh?
I never said you was a bandwagon fan. I said you guys are followers. It's a difference.
Okay. So I'm talking about me, though. I can't speak for everybody else.
That's a follower.
We're not followers.
No.
So everybody.
Go ahead.
So everybody. Okay. You are.
No, I said go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I can't argue with you.
No, I said go ahead.
All right. So all I'm saying. All right. So I'm gonna make this one, and then I'm gonna ask this question, then I'm gonna end it.
Okay.
If Alabama A&M would have won 61-15 to Jackson State, the outcome would have been for you.
I would be doing what you guys are trying to do, but 10 times harder. That's literally, listen, I would go so hard, I would make people desubscribe from my channel. Like, that's how hard I would have went, because I would have been sitting in the driver's seat. And listen, and the one thing about me, I'm not even a front runner. I talk trash losing, I talk trash winning. That's who I am. I don't front run like a lot of Jackson State fans. Like I got people hit me up in Instagram I've never talked to a day in my life until today. It was funny. I was like, "Yo, I never met you," or "Yo, I watched the show. I just haven't said nothing." So I'm like, "Okay, cool." But let me tell you this: if it was 62-15 a flip, my God, my Lord, my God, I would have went so hard on this channel. It would have been ridiculous. It would have been ridiculous.
I know.
So that's why I went it just as hard as taking the L. Because listen, I know what I would have done. There's no possible way I would have stopped my trolling. My troll game is A1. So I'm like, damn, I gotta give it to myself because I know what it is.
Right. I guess. I'm with you when you're right, and typically you always right, Scotty. Typically you have been right throughout the season. You have been right, bro. But when it comes to the SWAC, it's unpredictable.
It is.
When it comes to JSU, bro, it's really unpredictable for sure. Because guess what? Them Tigers came down there and ruined Alabama A&M homecoming. And guess what? It's our homecoming now, baby. We up. We up.
Congratulations, Mike, dude.
61-15. 61-15, though.
Yeah.
60 piece. What did Giannis go to when Giannis won the championship? Where did he go to Chick-fil-A and ask for? A 50 piece. He put up 60 piece. So I need to go to Chick-fil-A Monday morning when they open, because they closed now, and ask for a 50 piece.
Coach, okay.
Due to Alabama A&M.
Appreciate the call, my guy. Hey, Coach Green, I am not getting to your call until I get through everybody else. Okay, you have already called in. I'm trying to get people who haven't called in. All right. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, what's up, Oscar?
What's good? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, you know what it is, man? It's David Johnson from Tallahassee, man. We talked on Instagram about the coach change.
Go ahead. Yeah. What's up? Talk to me.
Hey, man, I just want. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I just want to just talk. I didn't see the 61 coming. I thought it would be a whole lot closer.
Yeah, I don't think nobody saw that
because I thought and the team would put up. You know, they would come out early aggressive and really make JSU work in the first half. But obviously, I think the defense kind of overwhelmed. But I do want to focus on the offensive side of the ball, man. It was crazy because the whole time I was like, this man, it goes right back to the concepts you were going over in your video. I was really surprised that TC instituted that double back formation, the shotgun, so early. That would really surprise me.
No,
that in so early.
And the reason it doesn't, hold on, the reason it doesn't, because, okay, like I'm an offensive guy, right? When you install a formation is not the problem. It's the route concepts off the problem. So you can install the formation. That formation, you can put that in on Monday and add a couple routing concepts to it. That's all you're really doing. You just really want to give the defensive look. But what you can't do is you can't do that formation and only have one play out of it. Because if you only have one play out of it, that means you only can use it one time, because the next time they see it, they're gonna think they know what's coming. So if you put that formation in, you put 3 to 4 plays in it, you're good to go. It's just that simple. But I try to do what I can do,
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think the running was effective today, man, because it goes back to what you said, what they're going to do. They're going to utilize the tight end. 85 was in motion a lot today. He was really able to help that offensive line with trap blocking, and that's how they were able to really get off and have those huge gashes that really hurt A&M the time of possession. I thought that was pretty, telling, but I can't really gauge how successful it is until they play like maybe a SU or Alcorn has a little bit more of a formidable defense. Because let's be honest, I mean, A&M, anybody can kind of do anything on A&M defense as far as, they've got Troutman in there, and that's pretty much it.
Let me tell you this.
But I was really happy to. What's up?
Go ahead, finish. I'm gonna finish your point. And I'm gonna get with you. Finish your point. I'm gonna get with you.
I was just saying, I thought it was a good sign for JSU from their blocking concept today, that they did a lot of motion. They brought the tight end in to kind of, help out with the blocking. They blocked down pretty well. And for one, what I will say is A&M defensive line is not a slouch at all. So I thought that was pretty impressive to see today. And my last thing I want to say is, I'm pretty fair when it comes to judging, Shedeur. I don't think he did anything to me that was average. I think he did what he was supposed to do within the scheme, pretty much that was watered down to, be able to get guys in and out of their breaks in terms of their routes. It goes back to what you said earlier. All they did was just cut the fat off the elongated routes they were running. Just, hey, you go 10 yards, and it was easy. That man was literally pitching and catching 12 yards down the field. Guys were just chilling. They were chilling, having a picnic, calling their girlfriend, and able to, pick up the first down comfortably because, the route concepts were pretty much smidged down, 2-3 frames, so he wouldn't have to sit back there as much, man. So I just thought offensively today, this was a good sign, I guess, for TC Taylor, since he's the one calling these plays going forward. And I guess I'll be able to gauge further next week, because I think Alabama State actually across the board in terms of their DBs, I think they match up pretty well with Jackson State. So I'll be excited to see that.
All right, so let me say a couple of things. And listen, I'm glad you said it, because if I said it, they would just say I'm a
Hey.
They say I'm a hate, because that's literally all I was like. What you saw today is what. Listen, and I'm gonna go back to your point. You said Southern Alcorn. Let me now in the SWAC. What I won't, all right, because I've learned my lesson against Grambling. What I won't do is say something's guaranteed, because anything can happen at anybody's home field advantage, because it's weird out here in the SWAC. But what I will say is, if you add the creativity that TC Taylor brings with the ferociousness of the defense front seven, there is no team in the SWAC other than Alabama A&M that has the weapons to really. Now, Southern can run the ball. immaculate, and they have a great play caller as well. I do believe in Zach Grossi. They just lost to Texas Southern, so that tells me they're not all they're cracked up to be. So what I'm telling you is now, and I was talking to another guy when I was at the game. I said, "You're asking for this is a tornado that's just about to run people, because what's going to happen is you're going to get so frustrated that you can't. They have too many athletes." Right. And that's the thing with the offense that I was trying to get people to understand. You don't have to do much when you have athletes at every single position. You don't have to do much. You just got to tell Shedeur not to crash the car. And he does the perfect job of putting that mug in cruise control and taking it into the house. It's perfect. Yep. They're not asking him to do too much. He's a field general. It's just that simple. It's like he's a point guard and he's like, hey, the coach is telling you, hey, I'm going to set you up a pick and roll, hit Shaq in the block, and let him dunk it. Okay, coach. Pick and roll, hit Shaq's, and he dunks it. Because there's just too much talent on this team. And what was bothering me is that you were just thinking that just because we're talented, I can line up and do the same play over again, and then nobody's going to stop it. That's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is this. I can say that now. There's probably no team going forward that I can pick confidently to beat Jackson State. I don't care if it's Alcorn. I don't care if it's PV, because of the TC Taylor addition. That was the only part of this team that I didn't trust, was the offense. I couldn't trust it because I didn't know what offense was going to show up. And the thing for me is the creativity you saw from TC Taylor today was just over a bye week. Was over a freaking bye week. If you can imagine him being installed for the rest of the season. Oh my, and you know the players believe in it now. Why? Because they just dropped 62 points. So now whatever TC Taylor comes in and tell you, you gonna do it because you're like, damn, I done got we just dropped 60 on these boys. You know what I'm saying? So listen, it's crazy out here.
Yeah, for sure.
Crazy.
I think my last, and I'm gonna let you go, man. I mean, like I said, I appreciate you for being a good sport about me. Of course, I take the other chin. I hit you over this and say, I'm gonna hold my own to UNL. We ain't make no excuses. But what I will say is, I think the new play scheme is really going to benefit Warren a lot. I think what we saw from him today, with him being able to get free, like you said, in the breakdown, is going to really. I think he might have a chance to be a late round draft because of this. Because of the tapes he's putting out on the field from a special team specialist, also to his ability to catch in the open field. It's a breath of fresh air. So I'm just very curious to see what TC Taylor does with him and Rucker going forward. Yeah, I think that's their 1-2 punch, and then everybody else gets off. Yeah, outside of that,
we'll see. But I appreciate the call, my guy.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man.
Who's next? 3350. Nope. 4495. I see it. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hello?
Hello, you're live. Talk to me.
Hey.
Turn your background down for me.
Hey, what's up?
What's good?
I did. I just put it on.
Okay, great.
I called back in because y'all ain't talking about nothing. We need to talk about the actual stats of the game. Alabama A&M had possession for 36 minutes. 36 minutes, and they only scored 15 points. Can we talk about that? Why
you're talking about it now?
Ball for so long and couldn't put up any points.
You're talking about it now.
Yeah, so I want your excuse for why they could have possession for 36 minutes and only score 15 points.
Why would I need an excuse if the score spoke? I don't need an excuse if the score spoke for itself. You just said it. How did they have the ball for 36 minutes with 15 points? There's no excuse coming.
Excuses for Alabama A&M.
What excuse have I given for Alabama A&M?
Like something negative to say about Jackson State.
What excuse have I given? That's what I want to hear.
The third down efficiency was 80%, 8 of 10.
What excuse have I given for Alabama A&M? What excuse have I given for Alabama A&M on this show since I've been talking? That's all I'm asking you. What excuse have I given?
You kept saying that.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll wait.
Phil Glass has great wide receivers.
He does. It's not an excuse.
They just couldn't get the ball because of the seven.
That's not an excuse. That's a fact.
Players at the front.
That's giving credit Jackson State. I said they have great receivers, but that front seven was ferocious. Is that an excuse or is that a compliment to Jackson State? Y'all Jackson State fans need to clean your ears out.
No, because you try to discredit the rest of the defense.
Now I discredit the rest of it. The defense, the DBs got worked.
About Nugget.
The
I ain't
DBs.
heard nobody talk nothing about Nugget. You know why they not talking about Nugget?
Why not?
Because Glass didn't even throw his way.
He did. And he got a holding call on it. He did. He got a holding call on him.
Nugget was on the field.
He did. He got a holding call. You want to talk about that? But that'll be making me excuse though. He threw it again and he got a holding call. Okay, so what are we talking about right now then?
What happened?
So you making points that you can't even back up with facts. So no, moving on. So what we doing? What's the next one? You got another one?
No, you were talking a lot of stuff this past week about.
You absolutely right.
Go to another school.
He should, and I stand on that. But we're not talking about that now, though. We could talk about the win.
Then you were talking about Shedeur, and he didn't do that great. He threw long passes, under pressure, short, out of pocket, in the pocket. Just take it in with his own pocket, like run it in himself. Come on.
So what do you want? What do you want from me? Do you want me to ride? You want me to ride the train?
Shedeur, he was doing literally everything he could. He threw long, short, under pressure, out of pocket, in the pocket.
Okay. Out of pocket, in pocket. He ran to the touch. I mean, you're repeating yourself. What my question is to you. The question I'm asking to you is, what do you want from me? Okay, that's what I'm asking you. What do you want from me? I said.
So I want for you to admit, number one, that Shedeur is a top tier quarterback.
In what aspect? I ranked my quarterbacks. How long have you been listening? How long have you been listening? The guy called in and asked me to rank the quarterbacks. I gave Shedeur number one. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
After this big loss, like I've been listening to you.
What are you talking about?
Never called in.
He said.
Got something negative to say about Shedeur.
What is negative? What have I said about Shedeur that's negative? Tell me that. I said he doesn't wow me.
He's a freshman.
I said he doesn't wow me.
Last week
he doesn't wow me.
Pick Glass over Shedeur.
And I still still would. It depends on the situation of the team. But if you watch the round table, when we asked the table,
discounting certain things.
What? Yes, I can. That's called football. It all works in certain situations. Shedeur won't work in every situation. Akil won't work in every situation. That's the part of football you need to understand, my lady. Lord. You need to understand that.
No, but you need to understand that
you're a Jackson State fan, and it's nothing. There's nothing that I can say to agree with you. And it's okay. Listen. Bring your blood pressure down. You won. It's okay. Congratulations. What I said is Shedeur doesn't wow me, ma'am. He won't. Thank you.
And I was just saying what.
All right, let's go. Next call is 7428. What's up, David? Talk to me.
What's going on, man? I did not expect that game to be like that today. I thought I'm gonna tell you, in my pure as a heart, I thought it was gonna be a close game, and I said it was gonna be a close game, but it's like it's like they just took it and ran today,
all the way with it,
like,
all the way with it.
Offense was all the way with it. Offense played balanced. That's what you call a balanced offense. You know what I'm saying? To get 200 yards as a team. Rushing as a team, and then Shedeur passed it for over 200 yards with 4 touchdowns. And the defense played like A&M stole their grandma watch or something like that. They was after this, like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they was after this. Like it was ridiculous, bro. And I was on my way to. Me and my girl was on our way to Red Robin. She didn't even get to watch the game, but I showed her the score. She was like, damn, did they even pitch the bitch?
Oh, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like she was like, well, damn. I thought they were supposed to put 40 on y'all. So, like, I guess not, baby. Shoot. But that was a good win. That was a good birthday gift for me.
And so hopefully we can keep continue this next week for homecoming against Alabama State. How about, hey man, let's salute Miss Valley and Texas Southern for winning their games today.
Facts.
For like winning their games, like especially Texas Southern beating Southern like that, you know, for them to come out and play like with their hair was on fire. That was a good game from what I was hearing from other people that was at the game.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew you was like, I would tell you like this. I was a fanboy for a second when Quincy Casey.
That's my
he
guy.
got in the game for 5 seconds. For 5 seconds.
That's all. And it pricked my heart. And it pricked my heart.
Man, I was just saying though, if we could continue this, to play this way for the rest of the season, then I'm looking at the East being, SWAC East being ours. But I'm not gonna look ahead and say, we're gonna blow out Southern and we're gonna blow out Alcorn, because those are our two pretty much toughest games that we have left.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, to me, everything else is on cruise control. You still got to play Valley. You got to play Bethune. We still got to play Texas Southern. But I'm not giving nobody any kind of indication that like we can just beat them all out, because you still got to play it on the football field.
That is absolutely true. It's a long season. It is definitely a long season.
Yeah, and it's halfway to the season. Halfway in the season, it's gonna be rough. But Alabama A&M, that's more like a murderer's row as far as the teams that they play. Like they played Grambling last week and they lost. They played Jackson State today, they lost. I mean, I think they got next week.
They got FAM.
FAM. Yep. That's gonna be a tough one. So they, like you said, they can be 3-3.
Well, I mean,
by the time
if you're
rooting
for Jackson State, what does that matter?
Day.
If I said, what does that matter if you're rooting for Jackson State? That was that. What does that matter to you if you're rooting for Jackson State?
What's that?
I said, what does that matter to you if you're rooting for Jackson State?
Hey, I like I said, I root for Jackson State, but I'm still a football fan. All around. Regardless.
All right, but I gotta let you go, man. I got a lot of people on the call.
Go ahead.
Let me see. Anybody else? He's not a member, so I can't do that today.
It could be 3 and 2.
Caller, you live. Talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, peace, Scott. This is Naeem from DMV.
Well, DMV, you're good with me. Talk to me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mo. Hey, listen. First of all, man, love your show as always. You know what I mean? I like the Lee Corso spin you put on things. You know what I'm saying? Like when you made your prediction earlier.
Mm-hmm.
With the you had the full Alabama A&M brigade, you know what I'm saying? That was a nice touch, man. Adding to the show, you know what I mean? You gonna continue to do that going forward?
I'm just trying to come up with creative ways instead of just doing regular basic videos to do predictions, man.
That joke was dope because like you was acting like you was about to get some water. You came back. I said, oh. But let me just say, man, I'm glad that, you know what I'm saying, I'm glad we got rid of the offensive coordinator that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got Taylor in there, and he's a Jackson State legend, you know what I'm saying, tight end legend, you know what I'm saying, the alumni is like, you know what I'm saying, crazy about him and his play at the time he played, and now he offensive coordinator, and then what he did today, as far as like the game that he called, is what I've been saying we've been needing all along, you know what I'm saying?
No, he listen,
and
off that game alone, he made his. I mean, like for real, that you made a very, very big check because If Jackson State doesn't keep him next year, somebody's going to come get him. Somebody is going to come get him for real. Like no bull crap. You're going to have to pay
him. He need to be on the team because I mean, to like what you saying. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to end up being the head coach. You know, whenever Deion said his time is over, he should be the next head coach. So he should be there throughout the tenure. You know what I'm saying? But I'm super excited because next week is the homecoming, and I'm going to be at that game for Alabama State. So we got another Alabama coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? I know you've been to Jackson before. I haven't. This will be my first time. You got any recommendations for places to eat?
Oh hell no! I don't
listen. No pork, but
listen, you need to go. You need to go in the chat and hit people up in the chat because anything I tell you about Jackson, I don't know it very well. We went to what Iron King or something like that. Iron Horse. I think it's called Iron Horse. That was okay. It wasn't nothing special. I like.
Okay.
Huh? Oh, Stamps. Oh yeah. Hey, listen, Stamps Burgers.
Stamps.
That place was off. That burger was so freaking good, bro. It was so freaking good. Like, yes, make sure you go to Stamps and get there early too, because by the time at lunch it be packed.
All right, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Me and my baby going down that joint. We already hyped. We've been hyped all day because I wasn't expecting those 61 piece.
Mm-hmm.
I turned on the TV. I was like, yo. But I'm about to get off because I know you got other callers. But one of the things that I found that was because like in every game there's moments in the game that really kind of set the game off, right?
Mm-hmm.
When they hit a kill and got that fumble, that forced fumble and recovery
that was tough.
Houston.
Yeah, that was tough.
And he went in and returned that joint for 6. I said right then, the day is gonna be our day.
Yeah, that was a tough one. And they was about to throw the fade. They was going to throw the fade to number 11 D. But yeah, they got tackled. But hey, appreciate the call, my guy.
All right, my man.
All right,
have a good one, bro.
You too. Let me see. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. 2879. You're live. Talk to me. That boy locked into the stream. Appreciate you for listening, though. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yo, Scotty.
What's good? What's your name? Where you calling from?
The TJ man calling from Jackson, Mississippi, baby.
What's good? Talk to me.
I got 3 things, man. 3 things I gotta say. Number 1, go Tigers. Number 2, the state of Mississippi is showed his ass today. Valley won, Alcorn won, Jack Day won. So it's real good for the tip right now. And my 3rd thing, Scotty, you is so right, Scotty. You told me, you told the viewers about Shiloh and CJ Holmes. Great win, but they looked horrible, bro. Horrible.
I
don't
listen.
know what it is that Shiloh and CJ need.
Listen, when that front 7 is that good, I could play DB back. Like I'm like let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Like your front 7 is so like people are so scared. Like bro, when I tell you, I talked to an Alabama A&M coach, and they literally repeated the same thing I said back to the viewers. He said we got to block Houston. Like when you know like this dude is a problem. Like, that's what y'all front 7 is. And hold on. First of all, let me get some respect to Keontae Hampton. Did you see what he did on that screenplay? Everybody in the crowd was like, ooh. I mean, it was demonstrative. Like, he hit that boy so hard and read it so perfectly. I'm telling you. See, people don't see the full aspect of what Keontae is asked to do as a blitzing and covering linebacker. Y'all love Aubrey Miller. Great. Got it. Good. He's a truckload coming downhill, but he is not as versatile as Keontae Hampton. Keontae Hampton is a monster at linebacker. He reads the play before it happens. Oh my gosh, he's special. That kid is special. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. That's why he was the
defensive player of the year.
When it was last year.
Yes.
I mean, you know, he do his thing, but man, like I was saying though, man, you know, I'm glad that they switched I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna point this out. I know somebody had said that something about giving Shedeur his props or whatever. I'm like, man, he like I agree with you. Like, what props do you need to give him? Even with the bad O-line and the play caller that they had before TC just became the offensive coordinator, you know what I'm saying? He would still give you 200, 300 a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know, it just, you know. But like I said, though, man, great win. Go Tigers. You know, Jackson, Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully you can make it next week. If you can't, you know, it's all good. But hey, see you at the Soul Bowl.
Yeah, I'll see you at the Soul Bowl. Appreciate the call, my guy.
All right.
Hey, gents, I know you still on here, gents, because I know y'all ain't going to sleep. I know y'all up there partying, hardy. Give me some tickets, gents. Hook me up with some homecoming tickets, gents. I know you got them. Hey, what's up, D? Talk to me.
What's up, bro?
What's good?
Man, I'm kind of confused right now, bro.
Talk to me.
I don't know what I just got finished watching. I really don't. And it kind of like irritates me because why did it have to take you 5 games to do what you said you was going to do the whole season?
Mm-hmm.
Every game was supposed to have been. That's what I was expecting the whole season.
Hey, Dante, you're breaking up.
Dogs is bought in for,
Okay.
but it's.
You're good now. You're good. Good now. Go ahead.
Yeah, but like that's what I've been expecting the whole season is to see scores in games like this, and it took 5 games. So I don't know if I should be happy or if I should just feel like cheated because you couldn't put up points against FAMU. You barely put up points against Tennessee. You damn sure ain't put up this. This should have been the score of the Delta State game.
Facts. That's what I expected.
And it's like I don't know how to take it for real. You know, I understand that A&M got a bad defense, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they put up 60 against A&M, they should have been averaging 40-something against everybody else. And that's how I look at it. Or else it's just the fact that they watch your show because shit, CFL keeps saying they need to run Martin. So they was running Martin. You said the thing about the motion and all the little intricate little switching up the game plan shit. They did that. Fucking Blue been saying forever to throw fades to the dude from Tennessee and Rutgers. They did that shit today, so it's just like throwing me off, bro.
Dante, why you calling in here being a downer to Jackson State fans? They're just happy they dropped 62 on Conno Maynard's trash talking ass. You calling in, bringing a high down. When you gotta do that?
Because I love football. I get beat more of a downer. I don't know how my son can come off the bench and get 2 PIs. We can talk about that. So I mean, just all right, hang up over me, Scotty.
You over here, man. Listen, you over here. I'm telling you, man. You about to get me in trouble because they're gonna be like, you bring him on here. I ain't doing it. Listen, you are a free man speaking your free mind. But appreciate the call, D. Hey, Coach, you live. Talk to me.
Hello?
Yeah, you live. Talk to me.
Yeah, man, Scotty, why don't you tell these people the truth, man?
What's up?
That quarterback for Alabama A&M, he's not a draft pick, bro. You might well go and tell the Alabama fans that he's not a draft pick. He don't bring anything special to the table. He can't move, and he's not a Deshaun Watson. He's not a Jackson. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He can't do that. He don't have nothing special that he can bring to the table. So at best, you might be able to get his agent to get him into rookie camp, but nobody's not going to use a draft pick on this kid. But I do need you to do this here for me. I need you to do this right here. I need you to talk up Jackson State, because at the end of the season, I'm hoping to get 10-1 on Alcorn, because Jackson is tailor-made for them. I hope Alcorn win every game from now on out by 1 or 2 points. 1 or 2 points. And I'm hoping that Jackson blow everybody out from now on out, from here on in. And at the end of the season, I get 10-1. I got to get at least 10-1. I can't go with 3-1, 4-1, nothing like that. I'm not going to go with that. But if I can get anywhere over 5-1 on Alcorn,
you taking that bet? You taking that bet? Hey, listen, that might be money in the bank. That might be money in the bank.
It is, because I'm telling you why it is. Because Jackson's been going against these quarterbacks that stations. They're stationary. Your boy, the trigger man, is going to get them fits. Let him ever play like he did Glass. When Glass moved to a spot, when you come across the line of scrimmage, Glass going to be right there where you expected for him to be.
That's
right
facts.
there. He ain't going nowhere. When he roll out the front door, he don't have nothing left in his mind. He just roll out the front door. Now, what's your next move? Man, you roll out the front door, back door out again. You got to stay alive.
Yeah.
Shador. Glass didn't have no plan. He didn't have no plan. You look at the same defense. You done saw it 3 times in a row. The same package coming at you 3, 4, 5, 20 times, and you ain't made no adjustment. If you're a quarterback, any kind of quarterback, man, you know what's coming if you done saw it 3 times, because you see the formation.
Facts. And the way Jackson State plays it. And Coach, let's break this down, because I know this is what bothers me, right? Is because you can, like, I'm on the field, and I hate being on the field watching the game, but I'm on the field and I can still see, like, in the third quarter, okay, early in the third quarter or late in the second, early in the third quarter, Alabama A&M, no, I'm sorry, middle second quarter, Alabama A&M is driving. Hilarious, eating them up, like killing the DB. So what they do, so Jackson State they tell their DBs to back up about 3 or 4 yards. Why? Because now they're in a looking clue instead of a mirror. You get what I'm saying? So they're like, because when you're manned up and you're pressing, if I beat you off the line, you're trailing off rip, and you don't know which way I'm gonna go. I can lean right and then push left. I can lean left and push right. So that's in a bad situation. Well, what they told them to back up is that now you get to see the break, and then you can come down on the ball. Well, if that's the case, now you double move them. And that's there was that's what, it was so frustrating to watch. I'm like, okay, they back up. Okay, do a speed out, pump it, and let them go, because they're going to jump it. Jackson State is so aggressive. Right. They will, they're like a fish on the hook.
They would have jumped that out, and then now you got the out and up.
Now you got the out and up, and it don't take long to do a speed out and up. It don't take long to do that, because Jackson State is so hungry. They're so aggressive. They're gonna bite on everything.
Right. But let me tell you something. What the film that you see on Alabama A&M from game 1 to game 2 to game 3 is the same that they show on the field.
In fact,
whatever Jackson State, when Jackson studied that film, that's the same test they got on. They got. You gave them the test. You already gave them the answers to the test. You didn't change anything.
Nope.
Jackson changed their whole offensive coordinator.
They did.
You came to the game with the same. You came to the same girl you brought to the dance. You danced with her, and you lost with her.
Yeah.
But I'm old enough to know back in the day when Alcorn played Jackson. Jackson had 2 Hall of Famers, Walter Payton and Raul Brazil, and then they had a guy that should have been a Hall of Fame, Hal Jackson. And they got their tail beat by Alcorn. That team like that. Because Jackson brings talent, and they bring a good pep talk to the locker room. Alcorn brings talent and a heart.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason or another, when you go to that school out there on that reservation, you develop a heart. And heart and talent is a hard thing to beat. I don't care where you at. That's hard to beat. So I'm hoping Jackson blow out everybody at the end of the season. I'm gonna make a killing off that game at the end of the season.
You probably will. You probably will. I appreciate the call, Coach. All right, man. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yo, Scotty, what's up? This is Kenny calling out of Jackson. What up with it?
What's up, Kenny? Talk to me.
Man, I did not think that score was gonna be like this. I'm a Jackson State fan, but man, I mean, I thought we was gonna win, but I didn't think,
Why you sound so sad that you won that much? Like, you sound so disappointed. I don't get it. You sound so disappointed.
I'm happy, but listen, man, I plan on seeing a good ass game.
Oh man,
it didn't live up to the expectations. Like I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad we won, but I wanted to see a good game, man. It didn't live up to the expectations at all. I'm glad Jackson State offense came to play today. They looked a hell of a lot better than what they looked at the whole season so far. I'm gonna say this. You know me. I'm gonna be keep it real. I'm gonna be 100. I don't care for Shiloh. I stay saying it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care for Shiloh. He's slow as fuck. He can't cover. He still can't cover because they scored a touchdown on his ass on that slant play. He can't cover. He loves that man. I'm telling you, Jackson State better find him another safety. Because that dude gonna tie his shoulder up, trying to throw his shoulder all the time. He don't know how to fundamentally tackle. That's sad. CJ Holmes, he's sad. You know me. I'm gonna tell it like it is.
I feel you.
I'm a fan, but I'm telling it like it is.
I feel you. Okay.
CJ Holmes, he can't cover. Oh my God, that's about the best. Outside of that catch, I seen Warren Newman catch on the sideline.
Mm-hmm.
The best catch I seen that game was that catch across down the seam. That one hand catch when he took
by Hilaire. Ooh, that was different. I'm telling you. Y'all gonna get me going.
I was ready to. I was hollering in saying, take CJ at the game. Take him out.
Listen, man.
Jackson State.
The DBs are the secondary. Is the second, like I said, and y'all can get mad at me if you want to. The secondary is the weakest part of your team, other than Nugget. Nugget is the best part of your team, and everybody else is suspect. But when you don't go against great wide receivers, you're not like if you win against Southern wide receivers, none of them scare you. You know what I'm saying? Like let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't scare you. Nobody on Alcorn. Maybe CJ Bowler. CJ Pringle, he's good. Pringle's good. Bowler, they're good, but they don't have enough weapons to kind of kill you across the board. Alabama A&M has 5 legit number 1 receivers that's crazy. That's like Abdul, like that's the worst part of this whole thing. If you're looking at the Alabama A&M offense, it's like, bro, you got 5 number 1 wide receivers and you can't do something to get them the ball. Like a kill can't have. You don't get. I don't listen. I'm gonna do all that on Monday. But go ahead.
Listen, I'm gonna answer everything you just said. I'm gonna start with this. I agree, and I disagree. I'm gonna tell you what I agree with. I agree with the weakest link is the secondary. I agree with that. Let me tell you something. I agree with it. I've been saying let me tighten up back there. I agree with it. And the only thing that makes them look good is that front seven. They get a lot of pressure.
Yes.
Now, you've been saying it a whole lot. I've been listening. Now, I definitely 100% agree with you on that. Now, I'm going to tell you why I disagree with you on. Nugget is not all world either. His ass can get got too. That receiver he was on, he beat Nugget a couple times.
You talking about number 11? About 11. Yeah, you talking about 11.
Yeah, listen, Glass just missed him. He beat Nugget a couple times. Nugget is not our world. He is just like the rest of them. He's just a little bit better than the rest of them on his team. His ass is not all world either. He can get got to. He can get got. I've seen this. He can get that dude beat him a couple of times. Glass just didn't have enough time to get to him. Oh, he got beat a couple times. I'm being honest.
No, I feel you. Hey, listen, I respect it.
He's not all world.
I respect it.
He is not all world. No, I get that. I get what else I gonna say? Yeah, Shador looked. I said this in the comments. I said this in the little SWAT group. I said, shit, Shador, everything Shador did. He's supposed to do that against Alabama and them ass defense. It was expected. I didn't expect 51 points again, but he was supposed to do everything he did. Shit, to be honest, he should do 400 yards. That's horrible defense. But they did get the running going, and that was good to see. But shit, we still don't know if the running game is still good because shit, it was Alabama and defense. So shit, we still don't know if they're really good or not.
So you're pretty much saying you can't really see if the offense is fixed because of how bad Alabama A&M's defense is. That's what you're saying.
Yes,
that's real. No,
yeah.
It's real. I mean, it makes some sense.
We got a chance to see. We got a chance to see the at the time. Jackson State offense wasn't doing good, and we've been knowing what Alabama A&M defense wasn't. So we got a chance to see that weakest link against that weakest link, and that weakest link over here, Jackson State weakest link just prevailed. That's all I've seen. That's all I've seen. Now next week is a different animal, different monster. The Alabama State, they're pretty much known for their defense, especially their defensive line. Now, if Jackson State can run the ball against them like that, then hey. Now we seeing something. Hey. Now I don't think Jackson State gonna run the ball as good as they did this week. Next week.
I'm gonna say this. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna let you go. Right? With the Alabama State game, there's only gonna be so much Alabama State defense can do until they're gonna have to roll over, bro, because their offense is not going to move the ball on you. Their offense isn't going to move the ball on you. So the defense is going to get tired. Like they're going to pretty much be in the first half. They're going to get tired. They're going to lay down or whatever. And then it's going to be game over. Y'all just going to overwhelm them with too much firepower after a while. But y'all should win that game with no sweat. But the first 2 quarters, like Alabama State's going to put up a fight because they're that prideful defensively. But after halftime, there's only so much they can do, man. They can't move the ball on nobody. But I gotta let you go, man. Appreciate the call.
Hey, appreciate it, man.
No, anytime.
Yes, sir.
Coach Hart, I've been waiting for this call. I gotta hear it. Hit me with it.
Hey, so to answer your question, definitely the offense is changing and getting better. If you remember last time we spoke, you talked about getting a quarterback mobile on the run. And you look at the first half, there was some design runs for Shador out of empty.
Facts.
Also, the offensive line played a little bit better in the first half. They got tired. You can see number 8, who usually was at receiver, was in the backfield, hitting the hole a little faster, and they were getting about 3 yards a carry. Lastly, when you look at the way Shador played and he threw, he had multi-level options, meaning it wasn't just everybody go deep in a drag route. It was, a deep play, an intermediate route, and then something short. And then lastly, we talked about Warren Newman, the way they were hitting on curls towards the end zone. When he rifled that ball in on the first half, he was going across the back of the goal line. That was just because everything that was in front of him that pulled the defenders up. So I think you could see significant changes in the offense. And based off of what I just said, you can look at that in film, and like what you said as well too. So I think as Coach Taylor has more time, he's only going to get better.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Now, you told me Maynard was going to bring something. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything different. I didn't see. Now, what I will tell you is those receivers are legit. Like, they different. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was probably the best receiving core Jackson State's probably going to face all year long. But I didn't see enough. If you know, like this is my thing. If you know Akil's not mobile, you have to do everything in your power to protect him. How do you allow 5-on-5 blocking, 6-on-6 like there has to be some games, there has to be some time where you're just like, you know what, we're gonna keep people in. We're gonna keep 6 people in against, you like, you know what I'm saying? Like something. I just didn't see coaching. I saw Jackson State say,
And
we're
again,
better
that goes
than
down
you.
to ego when you do have some great receivers, and like the previous caller said, Nugget is still the best. And just because someone catches a couple slants on you, and you tackle them right when you catch the ball, and that's football. In regards to the deep routes and the big plays that Ibrahim usually runs on everybody else, they weren't looking for him to do that on Fortis today. Now the other cornerbacks, yes, but definitely, like I said, you can actually see what's going on and all these changes occurring.
But in what we're going, like offensively, I didn't like a lot of like you can. Oh God, what am I trying to say? What I'm saying is because I don't want to take anything away from Jackson State by what I'm saying for Alabama A&M, because Jackson State showed up and they showed out. My issue with the play calling and what was going on is I didn't see what I saw from Coach TC Taylor was ingenuity beyond belief. Like he had it cooking. Misdirection, jet sweep. I mean, he had it cooking. My thing is this: even if you run a jet sweep, listen, everybody's human, okay? Like it don't matter how great this team is, they're human. There's still basic things in football that you have to do. If I run a jet sweep, somebody got to come with me. You know, like you can't just stand still and let me go across the formation and not like there's little things like that. I didn't see no rub routes. I didn't see no wheel routes. Like I didn't see anything that you would think you would run in a concept of cover zero to be like, hey, it's a beater. Or let me give you an example like this, Coach Hart. You got twins, right? You got a 2-by-1 formation. You take the one formation, you drag them across, you send the 2 outside guys on slants, you send the inside guy on the wheel route coming off the sweep motion. I ain't see that. And you know Jackson State plays a cover zero man, so you know that guy has to fight through traffic to get to that. It's little things like that you got to make a defender think. So the next time he sees it, he's like, do I go up? Do I go down? You know, like, because next time I can run a smoke screen off. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. My emotions are coming out.
Again, probably that's ego. With like you said, Alabama and his receivers are good. So your ego is saying, I'm gonna do what I normally do and throw short passes, and they're gonna break one on these D-backs, but they were making a tackle versus keeping a tight end or 2 tight ends out and running back in and throw a single receiver routes. Versus what Coach Prime did, he let his ego out the window with, he changed offensive coordinators. They run in, like you said, reverses. They run in the ball with the quarterback out of shotgun in the first half. They got a receiver running back. And that's just, like you said, in the bye week. So, next week, what else is going to come up? Because, again, you can show that Coach Prime is letting his ego go and he just want to win.
And that's respect.
Alabama
I gotta respect that.
that was pathetic. They quit. You can see Akil Glass a mile on the sideline with what's going on, look, putting their hands, making the faces like, he couldn't breathe back there. That was bad. It was target practice.
It was. And once again, like I said, it doesn't help when, like, I've never learned the concept of taking a sack is the only time I've ever heard taking a sack is a good thing is if you're up in a game and you don't want the clock to stop, so you take a sack. But the way he was taking sacks, you would think that was part of the game. Like, I'm like, bro, if it's not there, throw it away. Like, you don't have to, and you don't have to be outside the tackle box to throw the ball away. You just have to get it past the line of scrimmage in a direction of a receiver. Even if you throw it out of bounds, you'll take. Go ahead.
A lot of those sacks, Scotty, and I definitely agree with you. They was happening, and you could throw it away if one part of the pocket is getting compromised and the other isn't, meaning if the inside is getting pushed back, but the DNs aren't beating you, you can get to the side and throw it away. But a lot of times, the pocket was collapsing from the inside and the outside at the same time.
But at some point, like the clock in your head as a quarterback, and especially against Jackson State, like, you know, in the first quarter, and it's always it doesn't matter what any game you go into. If you play a higher level competition, a lower level, you got to get used to the speed of the game. You get what I'm saying? So you can go in with a mindset, say, oh yeah, we can do this, and then you get out there, you're like, oh wow, these boys go faster than I expected. Like that juke move used to get them, and I can go 5 yards. Now I'm only going 2 yards. And once that gets in, so you kind of in the back of your mind, like, okay, I got to speed this up. So that was my thing. Knowing that against Jackson State, knowing they play a cover 0, look, Coach Harp, let's be real. You only got one look, maybe two. It already has to be predetermined by the alignment, by the motion of where you're going with the football. There's no discussion in that. It can't be, oh, I thought I was going here, coach. No, you can't do that in a man. You pick a route, you pick a side, and you rock with it. If it don't come open, you throw that joker in the stands, and we play again.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you, and I think that was the key to the game. Regardless of what, you know, Coach Maynard had available, contingent upon the O-line blocking. Once you go 2 series and you see what's going on, you automatically got to shift the contingency plan where, you know, I'm in 12 personnel with both tackles covered up and both tight ends are standing. I got 2 receiver routes or 2 receiver and a running back swing. And, you know, I got to do something to slow them down on the edges. So, again, you know, sometimes ego gets in the part of all humans. And, you know, like Coach Proud said, they did the talking on the field methodically. And that's another way you can look at it, how Coach Taylor's presence came in, the frequency and rate in which they were moving the ball greatly increased, where in previous games it was a lot of 3 and out.
Man, listen, that up tempo, A1. Like, and I really want people to go back. I want people to go, all you Jackson State haters, I mean, not haters, but all you Jackson State followers, fans, or whatever. And y'all can call me whatever y'all want. I want y'all to go back and watch my TC Taylor video. I literally tell you the game plan for Jackson State. I say it verbatim. Go up tempo, shorten the routes. You're going to see motion and jet sweeps. I even showed the formation that he ran in the actual game. I do this. Did I pick the wrong team? Yes, I did. But I'm telling you, that's what it happened. And the up tempo was the best thing for Jackson State. The reason being, against A&M, they already have issues just playing regular defense. If you make them have to communicate consistently, they're going to break down. They're going to break down. Or they're going to be in something so basic, you're going to know what it is because they don't want to mess up. It's either one or two. It's either it's too complex so they can't get it across to everybody, or it's going to be, hey, we're going to cover 3. We're going to cover 3. And that's it. Too easy.
And I definitely agree. You can also see how, just to add on to that, how they looked at it and knew what defense they're going to be in order to keep them basic and work the middle of the field. Again, looking at Warren Newman in past games, he was catching bubbles, but now he's catching square ends and routes down the field. So that indicates there was a change in the route progression and combination, where he's running routes down the field and catching the ball, but before he was relegated to swing passes and bubbles.
That's facts.
So I think there's a lot more. Once you watch the film, you're going to see a lot more intricate details that Coach Taylor was able to put in that you didn't see before.
Ooh, I'm telling you.
That's why you see, the drive.
Man, listen, I'm telling you, right? I'm so telling you, I cannot wait to watch this film. And I hate watching the game I like being on the sideline, but it's just hard to watch the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't see everything from that side of the field. But I cannot wait to go watch the TV copy because it's going to be real interesting. Hey, Coach Art, appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. Have a great day.
You a man. I got 2 callers and I'm out of here. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
What's up, Scotty? I just got a quick. I need you because I know you're educated in the HBCU playoff system. I really need you to tell me the way I'm looking at the season for JSU. I really don't see nobody else beating them. But how does the playoff system work? I know they got to play the Celebration Bowl, but how does the playoff system work? Is that after the Celebration Bowl?
Yeah. Okay. So the playoffs start before the Celebration Bowl begins. So what happens is the reason that the reason that the SWAC champions don't go into the playoff because they opted out and they go to the Celebration Bowl. Now, let's say FAMU goes 9-2 and they're ranked. Well, that ranked team can go into the ranked team can go into the playoffs if their strength of schedule is strong enough. Other than that, then no. Everybody else just has to, wait till next year and try the Celebration Bowl again.
Okay, so Jackson State wouldn't be considered to be in the playoffs if they win every game this
Negative.
year?
They're not allowed to because they've opted out. The 2 top teams in the SWAC that play for the SWAC championship cannot go to, that's a lie. I'm sorry. The person who wins the SWAC championship cannot go to the playoffs because they have a contract with the Celebration Bowl and they have to opt out and play in the Celebration Bowl. Now, the loser of the SWAC championship can go into the FCS playoffs if their strength of schedule is strong enough to get there.
Okay, so if they say they win that game against ULM and they're undefeated and they win all of the games that they have, they lose to, say, they have to come back around and play PV or something.
For the SWAC championship?
They still get the chance to play?
Okay, so they probably would have.
Yeah, if they lose the PV or the SWAC.
Yeah, depending on how high they're ranked, they probably, and when I say probably, because remember, a strength of schedule is about who you play and then who they beat, right? So let's say ULM beat Troy and you beat ULM, so technically they're like, oh, well, you could beat Troy. You get what I'm saying? So if let's say ULM beat North Dakota later in the season, North Dakota State, and you beat ULM, that makes that win look that much better in the football eyes, right? So let's play on that. Let's play on that scenario. If they would have went undefeated throughout the whole season and they lose to PV, if they're ranked high enough, they could have gone into the FCS playoffs. I believe that is true. Don't quote me on that. I'm just telling you, I believe that is true. All right. That's just a little iffiness right there. So don't quote me on it. That, my SWAC hours ain't that high, so don't be quoting me on stuff.
So man, what are you going with now, man? I know you was like a Alabama A&M fan, but man, now that they're getting dismantled like that and probably gonna have a rough season for the rest of the season. Are you going back to FBS? Are you gonna stay with us in the SWAC, man, and be a man, go and get you a shirt. I'll order you a Jackson State shirt, man.
Man, listen, I got enough Jackson State gear to last me a lifetime, bro. For real. I got a lot of Jackson State gear. Like my thing is with Jackson State fans, bro. It's not. I've always been a bandwagon fan because, like I said, I am a Deion fanatic. Like I know homo. I love Deion. You know what I'm saying? He's one of my favorite players. But my thing is I pick according week by week. Like that's just how I've always been like that. I pick week by week. I pick Jackson State over Delta. I pick Jackson State to lose to ULM. I pick Jackson State to beat FAMU. Like it's not a everybody against Jackson State type thing. No, like I'll give you my opinion. Do I think Shedeur is a 4-star quarterback? If I'm being honest, no. I think he's good. I think he's amazing in the pocket. But nothing about him just jumps off to me. I'm like, oh, wow, he's a 4-star quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see any of that. So, but that doesn't take away of what he can do and who he is as a player. It's just my opinion. But do I think another team is going to beat y'all in the season? Probably not. Like, it would be like, I'll give a team 80. I would say it's a 90% chance right now that Jackson State is going to run the table and go to the Celebration Bowl because that front seven is just too damn dominant, bro. Like, I mean, like, it's tough. Like, it is tough. I don't care if you got a mobile court. I don't care if you're Felix Harper. That boy Houston will run you down. I don't care. Keontae Hampton, Aubrey Miller, they will run you down. Like, these Bama's ain't slow. So yeah, it's not a y'all take stuff so like if you don't pick Jackson State, everybody takes it so personal. Oh my God, he doesn't like. No, I'm not picking him this week. Like, that's just what it is. And I keep saying this, and I'm sorry to cut you off. I keep saying this. If I don't pick my Dallas Cowboys every week, and I've been a fan since I was 1, I'm not picking Jackson State every week. Get the hell out of here. I don't love y'all like that. Get the hell out of here. So no, I'm gonna keep it objective.
Don't say that like that, Scotty. You gonna ruffle for some feathers,
I'm ruffling them. I'm ruffling them. Go ahead.
But my thing is, man, it's like this. I completely understand you, but in a way, it's just like, in a way, I kind of feel like, you know what I'm saying? You should, like, after today, and I think you will. I know you're not a hater, man. But, man, Shedeur, he a young dude, man, and he ain't trying to force it. That's one thing. When I was watching him against FAMU, they don't want him to throw picks if he don't have to. And he get in there now that he got it, man, he taking shots. You know what I'm saying? He got open receivers. The offensive line is holding up. They put another running back in there that he cold. And the defense, man, they just legit.
Let me
but
ask you
what
this.
my point is,
Go ahead.
I want the other teams this year in the offseason to go and recruit, because I don't want to see this every week. 70-5, 70-8.
Every
Man,
week, you just got it one time. That's how
It's
Jackson
over now.
State's
It's
become
over.
delusional.
It's over.
You've done it one time, and now it's a pattern. You've done it one time. One time.
Don't do that, Scotty.
It's fact.
Scotty,
It's a
don't do
listen.
that. Don't
It's
do
a fact. Like, listen, you guys call me a hater, but I'm giving you a fact. You just jumped on here and said, "Oh, I don't want to see that, Scotty, bro." You done it one time, and you couldn't even blow out a division.
What are
You
saying?
couldn't even blow out a Division II school. Like, what are we talking about right now, my guy? And I'm not even listen. And then on top of this, what do you want me to give Shedeur that he hasn't gotten from all of you already? That's my question. Shedeur could have been pure average, and y'all still would have been like, "But Scotty, you're hating, my guy." Like, Shedeur is not. You guys act like I'm telling you Shedeur sucks. I've never said that. I will never be able to say that. All I'm saying is Shedeur doesn't. He has a lot of wiggle room. He has more wiggle room than most quarterbacks in the SWAC because of the defense that he has. That's all I'm saying. If you I want to see Shedeur in a situation. For me to say Shedeur is great is for what Akil Glass has to deal with every single week. A bad defense, and I have to be perfect. When Shedeur shows me that, then I can say, "God damn, young man, you are everything and more that they marketed. You're everything and more." But he doesn't have to do that. Why? Because his daddy has built a team so good. You only have to drive the car without crashing it. He never has to open up clutch. He never has to put the thing on the pedal and really give it the gas it needs. He just, hey man, don't crash it. And he's perfect at that.
You know what, Scotty? You know what? I hear you, man. And I understand that you really, really want to see him get in testful situations.
That's it.
But this is what it's supposed to be like. This is what it's supposed to be like. And if you could agree with that, that's fine. You want coaches like Dion to come at the HBCUs and bring the best talent. But you also have to stop. You have to get on Cornell, the whoever's doing the hiring at the other SWAC schools and say, "Hey man, go get another coach that's just like that and make it competitive." You can't just say, you can't make it sound like Shedeur is, "Oh, he haven't shown me nothing," because it's supposed to be like this.
Bro,
so stop with I don't like it when you do that. You praise him just like you praise Glass.
Oh my guy,
you put you on the Jackson State shirt, sir.
No, what you're saying makes no sense. 2 years ago, you would have never thought about a Coach Prime ever coming to Jackson State. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. You guys,
man, that's not true.
No,
that's
bro.
Not true.
Y'all was dick riding Coach Hendricks. You was dick riding Coach Hendricks. You was dick riding Tony Hughes. You was dick riding every other coach that came to Jackson State.
So we have
Stop
to
playing
be
with me.
disrespectful.
But that's cool though. But that's what I'm saying. That's like, let's be realistic now, my guy. That's all I'm asking you to do. I'm glad you got Coach Prom because what it brings to the SWAC is awesome. I'm glad you got Coach Prom, the exposure, but don't act like y'all was clamoring for celebrity coaches all the time. You weren't. So let's not act. That's all I'm saying. Let's not act. You got Coach Prom. That's what's up. I'm glad. Now you got to wait for the rest of the SWAC to catch up to his recruiting class. That's all it is. Because now at the end of the day, if another team goes out and gets celebrity coach, then they can probably compete with the recruiting class that Dion is. But at the end of the day, when you have Dion, you have the #1 FCS class. This is what you're supposed to be doing. I'm sorry, I can't give you credit for something you're supposed to do. You already got the answers to the test. His name is Deion Sanders. You got the answers to the test. Oh, come on, man. Like, really? What are we really talking about right now?
I honestly, Scotty, I honestly think, man, and you could be mad at me, and I'm not one of those people to say you like white schools better than you like black schools. Or none of that. We're not gonna get into that. But I honestly feel like if Dion would have went to Florida State, man, and he would have started losing, or you would have been all like, man, this ain't gonna work. I'm just saying the energy, the tone.
I don't like
when
losers.
You speak on Jackson State, man,
my guy,
you give it a little the same tone you give Alabama State.
What tone is that? What tone is Alabama State?
You just sound sad, man. Like you got this pain on your face, man. You stand up and stand bold. You was wrong.
That's why
Shador is a great quarterback.
No, he's
Jackson
not.
State is a great team.
No, he's not.
But it's just
he's
you
not
give
great
those
because
guys
he doesn't have
more
to be great.
energy than you give Jackson State, and we
You don't
welcome
have
you
to be-
first. You know what I'm saying?
He's not great because he doesn't have to be great. He's not great because he doesn't have to be great. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He doesn't have to be great. If he
is great.
Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. You the last caller.
Hey, what's up, Scotty? It's J Mac from Huntsville.
What's up, my
Georgia.
guy? You the last caller. Talk to me.
All right, they're crazy, man. If they believe that throwing 300 yards with no offensive line is easy, I'd like to see somebody else go out there and do that. That's why he's an NFL talent. Kill Glass is still a good player.
Mm-hmm.
That's just off top. I have a couple questions.
Talk to me.
First of all, do you think this running game was just the one and done?
No,
we don't see this again.
No, because of the misdirection, right? I don't think Jackson State is not a power team, and they were trying to do a lot of power runs, right? When you're talking about, I'm gonna line up in 5 wide, or I'm gonna line up in 4 wide, and I'm a inside zone run. You know what I'm saying? That's not you can't do that. The power that you need for that you can't do. But if you add misdirection, if you add jet sweeps, get the linebackers to move, get the eyes to move, then yeah, you can run the ball a lot better because they don't know where to go. They got to read keys and things like that. That's it. That's pretty much it.
And I also think that the backs that they have aren't built for power running, except for what's his name?
Martin Peyton Pickett. Peyton Pickett. Yeah, I like Santee. I like Santee. I like JD. They're both great running backs. They're more shifty, guys or whatever, right? So, you got to just get them on the move, get them in space. That's all you want to do. Let them be great in space. That's it.
That's all you got to do. Warren Newman, if you were a scout for the NFL, because I got into with my friend earlier about this, would you not give Warren Newman a chance on special teams?
Got to.
If you're an NFL scout.
You got to. But the tough thing about Newman, right?
This man created
the only thing, right, is because he doesn't have world speed, right? And people at that height that usually get to the NFL, the Darren Sproles, the Tariq Cohens, the those Tariq Hills, they have next level, like if you blink, they're gone type of speed. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing about Newman that kind of scares me, because now, mind you, you're in the NFL now. It's a lot of 4.3s. It's a lot of 4.4s. It's a lot of 4.5. You know what I'm saying? So you're not just running by everybody all willy-nilly, but he should definitely get an opportunity to do special teams. He has a talent. He has vision. He is a great special teamer. He's even a good slot guy. You know, even if Cole Beasley can make it, Warren Newman should get a shot. He should definitely get a shot.
Yeah, I feel different about the cream colored slot boys, but hey, that's just me. This next question is probably going to get a couple people upset, but I'm here because I like football. Do you think this team, the team we saw today, because I don't, do you think this team could compete with a James Madison or North Dakota, South Dakota, or even a Sam Houston?
It'll be a game. It'll be a game. It'll be a game.
You think so?
It wouldn't be a blowout.
I don't know.
No.
Because like you said,
let me tell you this though.
I can't trust all of the DBs.
But listen what I'm saying though.
And Shiloh is out there just doing whatever.
Listen what I'm saying though. I'm not saying they would win because now this is, and Deion even said it himself. He said where you separate SWAC play from all other play is where? In the trenches. Them North Dakota State teams, them South Dakota, they make a priority of having big boys in the middle. So your offensive line is not going to be light. It won't be light. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is Coinus Miller and all them, are they just going to beat these guys like drums? No, they're not going to beat them like drums, but they will get pressure. They will have opportunities. I see it being a game. I don't see blowouts. I definitely don't see that, but I can see them maybe losing maybe 10 points, 13 points maybe.
And let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
Because that offensive line, it's atrocious. I feel like they would have something for that. These other conferences would have something for that.
Okay, but but then I got to flip it right back to you. Okay, Jackson State has a great front seven. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying North Dakota State has a horrible, atrocious. I'm not saying Sam Houston State or Jamie Madison has a bad offensive line. But what I'm telling you is Jackson State's D-line is not a slouch. You're not just going to bully them off the ball. But what scares me, I will say this, Delta State being able to get as much pressure as they did on Shador would worry me about them playing at James Madison, North Dakota, a Sam Houston because of that. Because you're like, damn, that's a Division II, and they're doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? But they do have a lot of power transfers. Exactly. They do have a lot of D1 transfers, and as a lot of people say, they're just D2 by name. But that would be the only thing that kind of worries me. But I still do believe it could be a game. I don't see 62-15. I damn sure don't see that. I would see maybe like 31-24.
And it was like that. It'd be going the other way. Jackson State would definitely have maybe 7.
Yeah. I would say if they played, it might be a 14-point game. Maybe 10, 14. The most I would see Jackson State maybe losing to a FCS team is probably 21 points, really. And it's probably because, they're putting pressure on Shador and something like that because the O-line is getting beat. But if I'm being 100, like I couldn't see Jackson State getting mollywopped by a top level FCS team. I think they could compete.
To this point, you got to think, we haven't seen a full game of just pressure all down his throat all game long. I'm not saying that other teams haven't rattled or gotten to him, because FAMU was definitely doing their thing. They was definitely out there getting to Shador. But we haven't seen what Jackson State is doing to other teams done to Jackson State to this point. That's what I'm saying. Not all game long. Not being chased out the pocket every single play. All game long.
But I've seen it though.
The closest that you can come to that is that FAMU game.
No, the ULM game. Listen, ULM. If
he did get hit,
No. You said running in and out the pocket. I'm incorporating that as well. ULM had Shador running for his life. Go watch that film. There is I can name 6 plays that they should have had him, and he's just so nimble, bro. That's like Shador's pocket presence is elite.
Slippery. He is slippery.
Listen, his pocket presence is elite. Like I'm talking about, you're like, what the, come on, bro. Really? How did you get out of that? He has eyes in the back of his man,
head.
He's good.
Today, I thought he was sacked. He has eyes in the back of his helmet.
You know what I'm saying? So it's little things like that makes Shador good. You know what I'm saying? Like that you be like, oh, I can take him to battle with me because he's gonna extend the play for me. But I see Jackson. Listen, bro, I'm telling you for real. If they ever schedule a top level FCS team or a ranked FCS team, they're gonna compete. And if you give Deion more time to get more recruits on the same level as a Houston, a Aquinas, a Owens, like a Nugget, you're asking for trouble. And that's my point. You're never listen. If you drop Shador on Alabama A&M today, do they get 15 points? Do they get 21 points? Is the game competitive? That's my point with Shador. That's my only thing is if you drop him on the Alabama A&M game, is the game competitive? Does he win this game? Does he get 30 points?
I don't think so.
That's all I'm saying. So that's all. That's my only point is Akil understands he has to be great every freaking game. Shador does not listen. They lost to ULM and all they scored was one touchdown. The defense got 12 points. If Shador throws another touchdown, they win. Like, really? You go into a game only having to score 2 touchdowns and you could have won? It's stuff like that I'm saying, bro, where's the pressure at? Where's the pressure? That's all I'm saying.
If pressure all down his throat all game long, I don't know. Just like I said earlier, if they get down to a team, like if they get down 14 points to a team, if the score would have been reversed, I don't think Shador is the quarterback. I mean, he's a freshman. He has time, but I don't think Shador is the quarterback to drag you from a 14-point deficit to win the game.
But you never know why, because he's never been put in that. I honestly feel unless he's playing up in competition or unless the game is going like, you know, and let me be I'm gonna be 100 with you right now. It probably won't even be on Shador that they're losing. It'll be like he throws it to a receiver, like Lanier. He threw it to Lanier. He fumbled it. He caught it and fumbled it.
Them kickoff fumbles.
Yeah,
them kickoff fumbles.
Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be Shador's fault that they're losing because he's going to do everything right by the book. He's not going to put you in trouble. That's great, but it's like when you have such a great defense, I don't really have to take a risk. What do I need to take a risk for? Because what I'm betting on, if I'm Shador, I'm betting that out of 4 quarters, you won't consistently move the ball on my team. You won't. You won't. And it's easy to know that.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I don't think he can take that mentality and go play James Madison. Because they got something for them DBs.
But
are the weak.
Hey, I appreciate the call, my guy, but we got to see it next. Hopefully we'll see it next year. But hey, I really appreciate the call, my guy.
Hey, I hope, man, that would be a Christmas gift. Hey, man, I appreciate you taking the time to answer my call, man.
Hey, no problem. Thank you. You gotta make this comment make sense before you asking me to make sense. How can you say he's great and then, bro, make this make sense? Listen, reading is fundamental. Okay, don't take education for granted. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that. Don't take education for granted. How can you say he's a great, then what? It's called read before you send. Read before you send. He said most A&M fans are probably asking. Salty, humble pop, my gosh. All right, I told y'all that was the last call. I'm about to get up out of here. Listen, I enjoyed all my callers. I enjoyed everybody making me feel bad or however you. I'm glad that you guys got to glow. I'm glad Jackson State won. I'm happy for you guys. You guys be blessed. You guys enjoy your weekend. You drink it up, have at it, have fun, and I will be back on here on Monday. All right. Until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna holler. God bless.